y'all? This episode we have Andrew Quintana, round 2. The very first time he came on, we could only do an hour. He had some other things that he had to go do, like a awesome fucking comedy show. So this episode is after the comedy show. We get to do a full round. It's great, man. We take a Euphoria, protein edible. We have an incredible time. If you don't know Andrew from the first one, go back and watch the first episode. It's fucking hilarious. But Andrew is a stand-up comedian. He also owns a cabinetry business with Cosmo Lewis, who's actually on in a few weeks. But yeah, I mean, dude, he's just a character. He is just full of energy. He's a positive light. He's someone that you're just grateful to have in your life. So we had to run it back. He's the first ever guest to actually be on the podcast twice. So it's pretty fucking awesome. It's a great time. We have a wonderful time. I hope y'all enjoy it as well. As always, shirts, y'all. We still have shirts. We're running low on extra large and larges, but we have a ton of smalls and mediums. So if you need a small and a medium, or if you got a kid who wants to rock it, or if you have a girlfriend that wants to rock it, or whatever, let us know. DM me so we can get your shirt, get you set up. Hope y'all enjoy the episode. Thank you as always.
So let's do it. Because last episode, we were like, should we clap together? I mean, no, Travis was like, do I need to clap? And I was like, nah, let's clap together. All right, let's clap together.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Woo! There we go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Andrew, round 2.
Round 2, dude. Bro, full round. I'm not gassing out early this time.
Let's go, dude. You're not going to bitch out on me this time,
No, not this time, sir.
With fucking other activities, other things to do. Had to put together some comedy show.
Yes, sir.
Some good comedy show, dude. What a fucking fun
How'd you like it?
What a fun show, dude.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten your opinion yet.
Yeah.
What would you feel? What'd you feel about it? What'd you like the most?
Oh, Roderick fucking set the room on fire.
Dude, absolutely.
On fire.
Absolutely.
I'm getting chills thinking about it. I've seen a ton of live comedy shows, right?
Yes.
There are very few sets that I think has set a room on fire, dude, more than that one.
I stood up and stomped on the ground.
Dude.
Like a fucking villager that just got water. Dude. I was like, hee hee hee. It was wild, dude. I was possessed by the laughter.
He fucking murdered. Okay.
Do you remember?
He was so nervous getting on stage. He was like nervous because I talked about it. I was like, he said he was kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Like a big white old crowd.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck, I don't know how this is going to go. Yeah. And I mean, he just set the bitch on fire.
He did, dude. He did. He connected an audience of 100 people that was like literally 40, 60, like 40% old folks, 60% younger crowd. Yeah. And he had them connected. Yeah. Do you remember whenever he was talking about watching that couple fuck? Yeah. So that's one of my good friends' name's Paxton. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, and his girl played basketball in Greece.
Okay.
And she's just as tall as he is, right? And he was staring at him, and he was like, I can't wait to watch this fucking white Adonis lay it down with this Samoan black chocolate princess. And dude, I don't know what it was about that interaction, but dude, I hadn't seen crowd work like that before.
It was good.
I've never seen somebody point out, like, I'm gonna watch a fuck. What the fuck is that?
It was wild.
What is that?
It was wild.
I think he was bullshitting about being scared. I really do. Sure. Dude, snaps. It was amazing.
Hey, but pressure makes diamonds.
It really does.
He was
big
feeling
black diamonds.
He was, he was feeling it, bro. He was feeling it.
He was, man.
He got up there and he was like, fucking, and just let it rip.
He goes, yeah, just say, I know some of y'all, I'm gonna try to kill y'all tonight. You know what I mean? Like, he started out talking about murder.
He did.
Like actual murder.
He did.
He's like, kill yourself. Kill yourself.
I think that's suicide, but
yeah. No, it's suicide. He was encouraging suicide.
He was.
But yeah, no, he totally rips. And then the cool thing about the show, dude, was I'm gonna go talk about it a little bit. It was a coordination between me, the library, and the American Legion, and I was so surprised by how many people just bought in, including the lovely Taylor. You know, like people, including yourself, wanted to show up and like be in it. Are you?
How's she already?
She's fun.
Up and about.
I'm telling you.
Up and about, dude.
She's part of the show.
she's about to be a non-part of the show.
Be outside for the rest of the time.
Outside whole episode type shit. Lay your ass down.
I don't know. When you're kind of,
I don't know.
when you're
She's too
inebriated,
cute,
it's kind of
bro.
nice. Just pet her.
I mean, it's true, but she did loosen one of the mics last episode.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I got like at first I couldn't find Travis's voice on the audio file. I don't know what happened, but he was really quiet, and I was editing it, and I thought I turned it up enough, and I was like, dude, I can't hear him at all past like 45 minutes, and I was like, what happened? And then randomly, his voice like popped back up, and I was like, oh, okay, whew,
Somebody turned
good.
on the mic.
I was like, dude, I can't have two disaster. Like, I'm tired. Like,
You say disaster.
just need
You're
some-
being really hard. on
I just
yourself.
need some. I just want it to be somewhat consistent, right? Like the audio started sounding better in Milo's episode. Like Milo's episode sounds crisp. It sounds good. It's not loud enough, but it's very crisp. There's no AC noise. There's no static. It just sounds very crispy, right?
Yeah.
And then Big Dan's episode was a disaster. Fucking recorded it. We didn't check the audio source. We didn't run a test, and it was recording from the phone.
Why was that though?
So
Were
it's
y'all
very
like in a
distant. No, I think we're just a little like, you got a little antsy, you're nervous. You got Big Dan in the room. It was the biggest episode we done, and so it was just we just fucked up, right? We dropped the ball, and then Jesse's episode sounds. That comes out Monday, and it just sounds so
That's
good,
good.
right?
That's good.
It sounds so good. It's nice and crisp. And then Travis's episode, I was like, "Fuck, dude, I can't hear Travis." I was like, "Where did his mic go? Like, did it just turn off? Like, what happened?" And then it worked itself out magically. I don't know how. And so I'm just like, dude, I just want it to be somewhat consistent. It doesn't got to be perfect. I just need the episodes to sound good.
It comes
though.
in repetition though.
I know.
How many episodes have you done?
Well, this is back. This is the 15th episode back.
Dude, 15 shots at something you want to do for a long time. You're not going to get it down pat.
I know.
You know what I mean? I love that you want to like be better, but
Trying.
don't beat yourself up about it because you should enjoy this. This is a fucking badass setup,
It's not bad,
dude. And everybody who I talk to, who I show the podcast, they're like, dude, that's actually pretty fucking good.
It's not bad.
They're surprised.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy put his. It's like me with the comedy show. Like people are like, whoa, this guy did this thing.
Yeah.
That he's passionate about.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too.
You
hard
put the
on
thing
yourself.
together, dude.
Dude.
It was fucking dope.
Dude, it was crazy how much people just bought into that shit. Like I wasn't expecting that.
Dude, y'all had to turn away like 40 people. That's what Cosmo said.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
That's
You fucking
nuts,
Gerald?
dude.
Yeah. But it's like you with the podcast. Like if you really, really care about it and you put your best effort forward, people are going to be attracted to whatever that energy is.
Yeah.
You know? And they, dude, okay, all the comedians did that. They're basically for free.
I know.
But I gave them, some
know.
gas money that I could source. And then of course I'm going to do what I can to give some scratch to the photographers and videographers and the DJs and all that stuff. But most people did it for like less than a percentage of what they usually would do.
Yeah.
Most
they donated
had,
their
like,
time, dude. But they all
did.
loved it. Everybody said they had such a great set
Yeah, man.
that they would do it again.
They all said that.
Yeah.
Right?
It's cool.
Dude, you were posted up with the comedians. You were out there on the side. I saw you, dude. You
got a mingle,
headshot. And I was telling Cosmo, I was like, Jordan's so fucking smart, dude. He's so, and that headshot of him, Taylor, that was so
But
dope.
see, here's the thing, dude.
Such a good picture.
Yeah, but the reason why it works is because I just do it naturally. By no means am I like purposely going and chatting with anybody.
Which nobody would fault you for that.
Well,
He's a yapper.
well, no, it's like if I
skill.
want to talk to you, I'll talk to you. If I don't want to talk to you, then I just won't talk to you. Right? Like that's the same thing with this. Like if I don't want you on, I don't want you on. If I do want you on, then you can come on.
But I don't think anybody would fault you for that, dude. It's just it's a smart thing to do. But naturally, you are.
Yeah, but
you
people
bring
try
people
to
into
people try to
gravity.
force things though.
I think that's becomes
they
that.
try to force it.
But that comes from somewhere disingenuous. You're a genuine person.
Correct.
You really want to know these people.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't force it. Like it was just naturally. Like I saw Donna and we locked eyes, and I was like, oh well, this is kind of awkward because we hadn't met in person, but we had talked online.
I wish I would have introduced you to her, man. I should.
Oh, it was okay. I introduced myself, and then she
Okay.
was like giving that blank stare, like, "Who are you?" And I was
you a
like, "With the
comedian?
podcast,"
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh yeah."
That's cool.
And then met Ernest just because I had just seen him on Kill Tony, so I got to give him his props.
In
Like,
that
he
nuts?
killed it, dude.
Yeah, dude, he really did.
He killed it. We watched Kill. Speaking of Kill Tony, bro.
Yo.
Did you see? What is it? Dedrick.
Yeah, dude. What
Oh
a fucking moment.
my
Diedrich.
God.
What a
no,
fucking
Dedrick
moment.
is his. That's his student loan name.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snaps.
Dedrick, dude.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
we've probably watched 100 plus Kill Tony episodes.
That's a lot.
We watch it every Monday now. And then we've gone back. We'll play a game where it's like, we'll sit on the couch and she'll be like, pick a random number. And then I'll just say a random number. And that's the episode that we watch.
Oh, that's fun.
And so it's so much fun going back and watching the old ones because two things.
You guys do so much cool shit. Like, that is such a fucking
We just
stoner thing to do. Pick a number, babe. Four's Whataburger.
It's true. I mean, I usually am pretty high at night. If it's nighttime, I'm high. The only time I get high during the day is when we do stupid shit like this.
That's cool, man.
But other than that, I don't smoke during the day because I'll get nothing done. It's bad.
No, but it's good at the end of the night.
I'm not the productive high kind. No. I mean, now if you hit me with a sativa, I'll work out and I'll clean the house. But that's about it. When it comes to like doing tedious things, I'm like, nah. So I just can't get high during the day.
Yeah.
But at night, I'm getting blasted. At night, I'm getting blasted, bro.
Yeah, dude,
I'm just hanging out with the baby.
Feel that. Oh my
I'm just
God.
hanging out with the baby and just like
something about a bad day and like getting ripped at night is so cathartic.
What's a bad day?
A bad day, like at work, everything goes like small business shit, like so and so said they're gonna pay you 20 grand. Oh, I'm sorry, the bank held up that money. So and so said you have a new project down the line that you're a shoo-in for.
Yeah.
Sorry, a guy with like no shit to my people, but like 15 Mexicans who like it cost $3 an hour got it instead of you.
Yeah, that's a tough one, dude.
Yeah, it is. Or like a bad set, like it's just like a rip,
the undercutting. It's a hard thing to like have a conversation about because it is a real thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like you want to try to like navigate this conversation, and you want to have like a genuine conversation about it. But it is a problem for people who are trying to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody who's hired somebody who will do it for near nothing.
Near nothing.
And
they'll do it with gusto too, bro.
Yeah.
Because my people, when we do something, we do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't like, we have a couple, but we pay them like, I say them like they're otherworldly. We pay, they're like, they got their citizenships and whatnot, but they're good. We pay them exactly what you'd pay anybody else.
And I think that's how you should be done.
Yeah, they make a great salary basically.
Yeah.
They make more than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't take advantage of them. We make sure that all of the jobs that they do, they're comfortable with and they have pride in it, But on the flip side, I can't diss like guys and women like working their ass off to get to something important because my dad did the same thing. But it's the people in power who enable that type of labor, and then take advantage, and then have 8 of them shacked up in a fucking trailer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's
what we've seen over the last 4 years. It's why this overcorrection with ICE is taking place, and nobody wants to have like a genuine conversation about it or like an actual conversation about it. It's like, look, we've seen the videos. It's not great. We understand that. But we have to take a step back and realize how the fuck we got here in the first place. How did we allow it to get to this position, right? Yeah. And then you have to take a step back and be like, well, it's because for 4 years, they were getting shacked up in the hotels in New York. You're getting a debit card. You're getting credit cards.
Dude, outside of like the less than 10% nominal shit that made big headlines, the truth of the matter is like 1.4 million people a year coming in through the border.
Oh, dude,
with no like process.
But the last 4 years, dude, is on like they estimate 25 million people.
God damn. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And like if it was like the speed pass at like Six Flags where you're checking people and but you're doing it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got their names, you got all their shit. But
nothing wrong with that.
It's the goddamn open dam.
It's the Wild West, dude.
Yeah,
it was just open for 4 fucking years.
Yes.
And so now you're seeing this overcorrection, and it's not something that I necessarily agree with the way that it's going down. But at the same time, there has to be some level of accountability because the people bitching about it are the people on the left who voted for the previous president who allowed it to happen. And then there's no fucking accountability. Now you're just upset about the repercussions of it.
Absolutely.
And that's like, you can't do that. You can't be mad at something that was caused by your people. Like, and it goes either way, dude. It's like, I've been listening to a lot of Andy Frisella. Do you know who that is?
No, I haven't.
He owns First Forum and some other companies, and he has a podcast called Real as Fuck.
Yeah, that's a great name.
It is a great name, dude. And one of the things he talks about a lot is look, dude, you have to be able to criticize both sides. You can't sit here and keep playing this fucking my shit doesn't stink game. And it's the same thing I've been talking about for a while, dude. Like, you can't just sit here on your fucking high horse and constantly post on Instagram gotchas of the other side and not take any accountability for your team or your side either. It's like, bro, it's for one, it's all the fucking same game. Like, it's all the same game. They're just playing it in different ways.
Yes, they're friends, dude.
Oh yeah, of course.
The people in power are friends.
100%. They love this shit.
Yes.
This is on like. This is all. It's on purpose. It is structured. It is like, if I wanted to tear apart a country, I would do it exactly how we're doing it right now.
It almost seems
to a T.
Designed.
To a T.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And, you know, they're all, I fucking just picture them all just sitting around and like fucking plotting this shit out like Grand Theft Auto RP, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like just sitting around and be like, all right, today, you know, no, we're going to vote no today. And then, hey, we'll come back next week. We'll scoop it up. We'll vote yes, and we'll be the saviors. Like, they sit here and they fucking plan these games and plot these shit, right? Like, you saw it with the food stamps and like everything that was going on around that. And it's
bro,
like,
the food stamp situation was so crazy because my girl told me like 2 weeks ago, she's like, do you know that Donald Trump's holding up food stamps? Right? And I don't give a fuck about the news. I really don't. Like, I just want to run my business. I want to do my comedy. I want to do fun shit with, like, you know, guys like you. And then a week later, you know, pause gets lifted, and I read the article about what actually happened. The SNAP benefits were paused because the government was paused, right? So that's not Trump. I mean, I don't know how you feel about Trump either way. I don't really give a shit, like, you know. But he, in this particular instance, he wasn't the guy holding up SNAP benefits. It was the 50-50 majority versus Democrats and Republicans in the House. You know what I mean? But the headlines were like, Trump's taking a food stamp.
oh, of course.
It's just, it's that constant game.
But they've been doing it since 2016.
Yeah.
People forget, before 2016, Trump was beloved.
Yeah.
That dude was on Oprah. He was on The View. They fucking loved him. There's a clip of him on
The View.
Was it The View?
Yeah,
and them telling him to run for president?
Yeah, run for president, yeah.
Bro, they fucking loved him.
Yeah, dude.
It is all manufactured. A lot of it is fucking manufactured. The Russian collusion case was all spun up through the Obama administration. The Steele dossier was a Hillary Clinton. Have you seen recently that the BBC just got caught for the January 6th post that they completely edited?
No.
Oh, dude, when she gets back. No. When she gets back, we'll pull it up.
Yo,
what
the
they
BBC?
did, dude, what they did should infuriate everybody on the left and the fucking right. So people, I mean, for one, people still think January 6th was like this fucking violent insurrection and fucking da-da-da-da-da, dude. For one, the police officer who died had a heart attack the day after. He had nothing to do with January 6th, dude. Had nothing to do with January 6th. There was 270 federal agents in the crowd that was... They were antagonizing, and they were opening the doors and smashing the windows and then like getting people riled up.
Oh my God.
270 federal agents, right? And so they still run with this there's so many documentaries talking about this violent insurrection and all this bullshit, right? Yeah. And the BBC, when January 6th happens, the BBC posted a clip of Donald Trump saying, can you look up, when you get a second, shit, my bad. So it's like, so you'll be able to find this easiest on Twitter. So the BBC got caught, and it came out last week. The BBC editing Trump's January 6th clip. And so essentially they posted a clip saying, we'll march to the Capitol and we're going to fight like hell. Dude, they were 2 hours apart, like multiple hours apart, dude. And then they clipped it together to make it seem like he told people to go. Here it is right here, dude. Can we hear it? Can we turn it up? It should, right?
Ben X. Bing Speaker Real Tech. Oh, that's you guys got this shit set up.
I don't know, dude. I don't think we're gonna be able to get it. Oh, there it is. We can kind of hear it. Yeah, we can kind of hear it, but... Oh, wait, there we go.
There you go.
So go back, baby. Restart it for me. So here we go. This is... This is what they fucking posted. And then here's the actual clip. That's what he said. That's what he said. Dude,
Wow.
that should infuriate anyone and
Shout out to MAGA Boys.
on either political party.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And then you have the 60 Minutes clip where they edited Kamala Harris's answer to make it sound better, knowing damn well that's not what she said. Then ABC changing, there was another one recent. Anyways, it's all by design, dude.
Yeah.
They just constantly tell you to hate this guy over and over and over again. Even though prior to him running for president, they were all telling him to run for president. They were they loved him. He was the first person to let black people into golf courses.
What do you mean?
I feel
like that's like
maybe it was like
golf
specifically Mar-a-Lago. I'm pretty sure into golf, like I don't know, it's something like that. But the dude has always been like everyone's always loved him. Yeah. And then 2016 he runs for president. And you know why he ran for president?
For Mar-a-Lago specifically.
Just Mar-a-Lago specifically, yeah. So he was the first person.
Dope.
He was the first person to let black people into Mar-a-Lago.
And Jewish.
What? That's actually crazy. Who was fucking running it beforehand? Holy shit, dude. That's wild.
The place was ran by Nazis.
Yeah, I didn't see that shit coming. Okay.
Well, Mar-a-Lago.
I didn't know that part. In Florida.
Mar-a-Lago's Spanish for Mar-a-Lago. That's like Lake of the Sea or some shit like that, I think. What does that mean in Spanish? Or is it Italian? There's a bunch of Mexicans. Huh?
Sea to lake.
Sea to lake.
Yeah, okay.
There's a bunch of Mexicans like, no Jews, no blacks, just Mr. Trump, and that's it. No Jews, okay? Because they don't pay good, they don't pay the invoices.
They don't tip.
They don't tip. Pinche Jews. I don't like the Jews. That's a wild fact. Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah, so
I love that.
No, so people like this whole Trump derangement syndrome is a fucking psyop. It's an entire psyop, bro. It's done. So when COVID happened and he was telling people about hydroxychloroquine and he was telling people about ivermectin, they demonized it only because he was the one who said it. When there was legitimate anecdotal evidence showing that those would have helped these people who were dying.
Yes. Yeah.
And there was two reasons why they did it. One reason was to make Trump look awful. And the second reason is then the only way to do an emergency vaccine is you have to prove that there is no other viable method at all. And so they hid all that shit. They buried it all. They incentivized doctors like they always do, just like they do with children's vaccines or with just vaccines in general. They incentivized the doctors. There was incentives to mark COVID deaths. You know, you had people dying in car accidents who tested positive for COVID, and they were saying, and so then you see, and then they posted it on their like every goddamn news broadcast had the counter moving like it was the goddamn lottery, bro. It was it was
what's
fucking
nuts too, though,
bizarre.
Is it Fox News during the mass deportations? They had a counter for all the people.
It's crazy.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Yeah, it's all sick.
All of it is so inhumane. Do you know what I mean?
To make you mad.
It's to make you mad.
It's purposely to
that's
make
why
you
I don't
mad,
watch
bro.
it, Jordan. That's why I say the fuck away from it.
But that's the thing. But that's why I search for the truth, right? Like that BBC edit, or the real 60 Minutes clip, or that's why I search for the truth.
Like who's
Twitter?
Twitter? Okay,
for sure.
It's because it's crowdsourced.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm not on Twitter. So.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? They have community notes, so if something gets posted and that people can chime in and they can put community notes like, oh, that's not actually how this happened, and there's you can have legit. So the community notes are
like a check and balance.
Correct.
Okay.
Versus having these fucking independent fact checkers that are all just owned by the left media anyways, and so it's constant there's constant games being played, right? And I'm not sitting here oh, this guy's an angel, da 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 da. What I'm saying is that the people who hate him so fucking much in their gut, it's because it's manufactured.
It's manufactured.
It's not
I would
a
agree.
genuine thing.
I would
because
agree.
the people who meet him, they tell you all the time, bro. It's not
he's
that
so
way,
nice.
dude.
Yeah,
It's not that way. And then you go back and watch clips of him in the 90s, the fucking early 2000s, and him doing all
He was
these
in Home Alone, dude.
They loved him,
He was in
bro.
fucking Home Alone. There's music about him. Outside of how people feel about Donald Trump, what do you think the look back in history will be? Because right now he's done he's done most of what he said he was going to do. And the war thing is kind of tough. Yeah, I understand that. But there's like the separating families thing. Like that you can't.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And dude, what I found out that I did like some pretty heavy research on is that so the ICE camps, right? They're federally funded, but they're private. The private company that owns the ICE camps, there's 4 major private owners of prisons, private prisons in the United States. Every single one of those private companies was started by somebody from the CIA.
Oh, dude. Bro, we could go.
And so,
my-
dude, on top of that,
we can go
on top
deep
of that,
in this, yeah.
So those CIA private prison folks run these camps, right? And the goal is volume.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So there was
yeah.
this whole narrative that I bought into that we were deporting like everybody, not just Hispanics, but the lowest hanging fruit are the Hispanics who are working, who are on expired visas, right?
sure.
It's not going to be the kid in college who, is working. It's not, it's going to be the apple orchards because you can get fucking 100 of them, dude. Put them in. So I think to your point, it's manufactured and it's incentivized by money on every level.
1,000%.
And I honestly, dude, I think he's a fun president. He's fun to listen to.
He's funny.
He
has comedic timing.
Have you heard Viking Logan's Donald Trump?
Yeah, dude, so
he
good.
doesn't stop.
It's so good, bro. It's so good.
Everybody he met, he did
When
it.
Donald Trump got up and roasted them at the ceremonial dinner,
Oh man,
bro, he is funny.
He's legitimately funny.
And like people don't understand. Think about all the shit that has happened to him.
yeah, almost got murdered.
Yeah, almost. So almost gets murdered.
Yeah.
And that completely gets covered up. It was, and then the fucking Secret Service was ran by a very incompetent person. And yes, was a woman, but incompetence is the key.
No.
Not the woman part. The incompetence
Did
part
you
was
hear
the
her
key.
hearing afterwards?
Oh my God,
She was
bro.
like,
She
I
had
don't know.
no fucking business, bro.
Something happened. I don't know. I was on vacation.
Yeah, we let a guy with a gun get 200 yards of the fucking guy running for president. Yeah, like what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. What
And
is
so-
this?
And so, then they write him up 34 misdemeanors, and then they keep saying felonies all over the news. They have they have constantly tried to bury this.
So
man.
what makes you mad
and
about that?
he constantly conquers and just constantly just comes out the other side, makes a joke about
He's like
it.
Drake. Yeah.
And he's never went after them. He's could have I don't understand how someone in the Obama administration hasn't been arrested for the Russian collusion thing. Tulsi Gabbard took evidence to the DOJ. I don't understand how Hillary Clinton and that fucking Clinton Foundation is still allowed to operate ever. And I wish that these people were held accountable, but he's not turning around and using his power in this. He sued the news articles because, again, the same thing with the BBC. Any American should be upset that CBS took an answer of a president or of someone who's running for president, changed it in order to make her look better. It doesn't matter what side you're on. That's the thing, right? The team shit is dumb.
It is dumb, dude.
It's dumb.
It's incredibly stupid.
You should just be able to call shit out. And that's what Andy Vasella was talking about, and that's how we got on this tangent. And so he talks about that a lot. And it's like, and if you're a American, you should be upset that 60 Minutes changed her answer. Just like you should be upset about the BBC changing that and posting that, thinking, and they tried to, they impeached him over that,
dude,
inciting violence. They kept saying he incited this violence, this violent insurrection. And they run with that narrative still to this day. There's people who think that it was a violent insurrection when you bring up January 6th.
I forgot about the impeachment.
Yeah, that was because of it.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's not what he said. If you're an American, you should be mad at that.
Me and my friends, we talk about this all the time. Is that why aren't more people upset about seeing what is obviously the truth?
They've given up.
I think most people, man, we have so much information coming at us all the fucking time. Scroll. This. Oh no, she got a new ass. Oh yeah, okay, they got divorced. And then they have their kids and stuff like that. People like y'all, intellectual, want to do your research. You are such a small group of people who are willing to do shit like this, that you are also willing to be informed. Most people are going to be like, all right, yeah, what's on Love Island?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That, and they carry a harsh opinion on a 45-second video on a topic that is
TikTok.
extremely nuanced, extremely gun control, climate change, politics. These are very complex and nuanced science. These are nuanced topics that take these kinds of discussions. That's why what Joe Rogan has done is so fucking important. Yeah. And when people hate on him, or when people are like, oh, you listen to that, it's like, for one, don't insult my intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay? Just because he says something doesn't mean I'm fucking jerking off to it.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I am. I'm struggling.
But like, you should seek out opposing opinions, similar opinions. You should seek out people who are actually doing it.
I agree.
Not the people who sit behind the tagline, the experts say. No. Fucking people who are willing to sit down across the table from somebody and have a 3-hour conversation on that topic. Someone who's willing to put their name on it, knowing it's going to be 20 million views and there's going to be so much heat and everyone's going to be nitpicking every little thing that you say. Those are the people that you should be listening to, because they're the ones who have the fucking balls to go on there and talk about it.
Yeah.
And maybe they say something wrong, or maybe they speak in hyperbole, and maybe they exaggerate some certain things, and well, if we sit there and nitpick and fact check it to the exact detail, oh well, he was 100,000 people off, or da. It's like, bro, that's not the point. The point is just that those conversations should be happening. We should be talking, and the less we talk, the more the violence starts. Portland's back on fucking fire again.
No shit.
They're fucking rioting and going crazy again in Portland, and people, and it's just like Jimmy Kimmel going on his show and be like, Antifa doesn't exist. It's like, bro, what are we talking about? We know that they exist. They're just not as organized as big far right like militia groups. They're just not as quote unquote as organized, but they fucking still exist. Like Mariana Van Zeller was talking about how she actually interviewed both militia groups on both sides.
Did she know?
Yeah, and she found out that they both believe the exact same thing. They're both screaming at each other, believing the exact same thing. It's so fucking silly, dude. It's so silly, right? And so
man.
It's all manufactured.
Yeah, it's all about team shit.
Manufactured.
It's all about team shit. But to kind of tag onto that sentiment, people they're just tired, man. I really do think so. I think it's easier just to do this.
And I think that's the most dangerous thing.
Yeah. Complacency is the word.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
It's dangerous.
Been numb.
Because what's happened is soft times have made soft men.
Yeah.
And what happens when there's soft men? We're going to make hard times. And when there's hard times, we're going to make hard men.
Yeah.
And there's going to be violence at the end of that.
Yeah.
There is, unless we can catch it and get our heads out of our ass.
I think there's a lot of us though that want to change that pace. You know what I mean?
I think more now than ever, right?
Yes.
I think COVID was the biggest eye opener to not everyone, to most people. Most people who are paying fucking attention should feel duped. Brett Weinstein was just on Joe Rogan talking about how the vaccine that they released and the vaccine that they did the safety tests on were not the same. That should piss off any American. Again, it doesn't matter what your beliefs were. It doesn't matter if you believe the vaccine saved the fucking world. It doesn't matter if you believe people who didn't have a mask on was killing grandmas. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The point is that they fucking did a switcheroo.
That's the thing though, is whenever you keep hearing this shit, like you hear the surprise, what used to be surprises of you were being fucked over, We've heard so many fucking, it turns out you're being fucked over that now. That shit didn't even surprise me, dog.
It doesn't.
I was like, it makes sense. Par for the course.
Yeah.
I think that's, for a thinking individual in the United States of America, can't afford a house, you have to rent, you can barely afford your car, your job ain't doing enough for you. Like, it is a lot.
Yeah. And people are giving up. And that's how you get Mondami.
Yeah.
That's how you get socialism in America.
Explain him to me.
That's how.
Because I don't know what he is or does.
He's a communist.
Okay.
Right? Running under the tagline Democratic Socialist.
Okay.
Same thing they've all fucking ran on.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders ran on it, but I'm saying like in every country, it's the exact same game.
Okay.
So in 1984, the Russians told us this was going to happen to us. Okay. And then we can go all the way back to George Washington's farewell speech, and we'll pull that up in a second. Because this will blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
It'll blow your goddamn mind,
Okay.
dude.
I gotta hear it.
And so it goes back to 1984. They said like they've already infiltrated the universities, and it's gonna be a slow burn, and they're gonna tear America apart. Here we are, 40 years later, and it seems to fucking be exactly how they said it was gonna be done. Starts in universities, spreads into corporations, and then it just keeps going, dude. People forget that in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, the Communist Party was a big party in universities. Where do you think he just goes away? No, they just rename it something else. They got smarter. So they just disguise it as empathy. And so that's how the left loves pulling on your fucking heartstrings, and they try to make you feel like the shittiest person in the world if you go against it. And so they're constantly
So this is the way I see it. I think for the past, 4 years, but like the 2 years after, like during Biden and the 2 years during Trump, the country started to swing conservatively. You get your Kill Tonys, you get your podcasts that are like very Brodey, you know what I mean? And I think that the people of the United States, that was the zeitgeist, right? And now they felt like they need to swing this way, which usually I'm not opposed against, but I don't know what's on this side, because if it's an overcorrection and you're saying that this guy's a legitimate communist.
well, dude, okay, so let's break it down. Free buses. Okay, so that's the first start of like socialism to a T, right? Rent control.
That's tough.
Right?
Yeah, if you ever taken an
so here's the thing. All these things sound very good in the moment. And that's what they're doing. We've created an instant gratification society, we've created a very selfish society in a negative fashion. And selfish is not even the right word. It's narcissistic, right? We've created a narcissistic society, and then instant gratification. And so then you hear these things, the middle class is disappearing. The average house in America is $420,000 across the entire across all of America. That is absurd. That is incredibly unaffordable. You start to constantly talk about how expensive groceries are. You constantly keep all of this in the news, right? The middle class begins to shrink. What happens when the middle class begins to shrink? That is a breeding ground for socialism. Because now you've turned a bunch of people dependent on the government. It's the same conversation with EBT, SNAP, food stamps. Why the fuck are there overweight people on food stamps?
I heard the rule, dude. The
That's
rule was
dangerous.
Like the new law. I think it was, or the proposed rule was that the folks getting SNAP have to work out, or not even work out. I think they have to have a job or be looking for a job, and to be able-bodied.
And people were upset about that,
which is so funny.
So they put like a 20-hour a week minimum or something. 15 is it 15? And people are upset about that.
That's
and it's
wild.
like, dude, what are we talking about here? There's
able-bodied
50 million people on it. You're telling me that all 50 million are disabled and can't work, and there's not a portion that isn't lazy? Like,
yeah.
There has to be a time limit. Like, this woman was talking about it when she was a single mom. She was on WIC, and she said and that was like the old food stamp program. And she said,
For babies specifically.
is it?
For kids.
And so she was on that for her kids, and she was saying that she felt ashamed. And you would think, and I think like these, again, the left pulling on your empathetic heartstrings, you want to like feel for her and you want to be like, no, don't be ashamed. But that fucking shame made her grind her ass off. And now she has like 3 million followers on Instagram. Yeah. She's very prominent. She's very successful now. Yeah. And that grind, that shame, it's just like fat shaming. Mm-hmm. Like to a certain extent, fat shaming does work, right? Like there is a certain degree, just like bullying, there's like a certain degree, right? Like once you cross a line, it's like, hey, fucking chill. Yeah. But there's a certain degree of like poking fun at your friends and poking fun at people that allows them to not take themselves so seriously. It allows them to not get so butthurt about things. It allows for the real world not to beat your fucking ass every day. But what's happened is we've made these coddled kids this soft ass society, and now everyone is upset at words. Like, dude, bro, imagine getting mad at words. Like, the comedy shows were so awkward for so long. We're finally back to where we now have real comedy movies and real comedy shows. Yeah. But there was a time period for like 10 years where, dude, comedy movies were trash.
Yeah, they were dog shit.
They were dog shit.
Yeah.
Dog shit.
Yeah, it was like you had this
comedians were scared.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
to a certain degree, there was a lot of self-censorship.
Yeah.
Especially during like the height of the Me Too, height of cancel culture, all these things, right? There was a ton of self-censorship. And when you can start self-censoring, then you also make people lose hope. You make the middle class start to disappear. You make things unaffordable. Who are you going to turn to? Daddy government. And then we're going to do this no kings protest, but then turn around and beg the king for food. It's a fucking game.
Yeah.
Dude, like, I don't see, I guess from my point of view, I don't understand how people don't understand this. It's so fucking bloody obvious. They constantly smack us in our face. It's insulting, and you should be upset because it's insulting your intelligence. And I think to your point, people are tired, people have lives, et cetera, et cetera. It's so hard, especially with AI, especially all these things. And I think now is the time more than ever to be aware, to be paying attention, because right now we are in a pivotal fucking moment where we could lose this for forever, and people don't take that seriously enough. And that is scary because, again, he did win, and it's going to fail, but then they're going to make excuses. They're going to say, oh, well, it didn't work because of this. Oh, well, we just got to tweak this. Let's vote for another one, and we'll do it again. A guy waving the Somali flag in front of the American flag got 44% of the votes in Minnesota and almost became mayor of Minneapolis. Whoa. That should be infuriating. Like, that shouldn't even be close. That guy shouldn't even come close to winning. For one, he shouldn't even be able to run for a fucking mayoral position. If you're not an American-born citizen, you should not be able to run for positions of power in the government. That just shouldn't be fucking allowed. And you're seeing this in Europe. You're seeing this in all Western countries. All Western countries are going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. And you're telling me none of this is on purpose. None of this is connected. None of this is fucking somewhat of a plan. Like, that's silly. Like, Mondami sits there and is like, I'm cutting all ties with Israel. I'm not accepting any Israeli contracts in New York. I'm not doing none of that. His biggest funder was George Soros.
This is
Jewish as fuck. About as Jew as it gets, dude.
Yeah, man.
What are we fucking talking about? And then, so he believes violence is a construct, and that prisons, they shouldn't exist, and he wants to release everybody. He wants rent control, $30 minimum wage, all these things that sound so fucking good right in the moment. But no one's thinking about, okay, so if rent is controlled, how do you fix these properties? Because no one's now making money on those properties. So how do landlords have the money to fix the properties? How about we get mad at fucking BlackRock and Blackstone and all these guys buying up 61% of single family homes? Those major companies own 61%, and it all happened during COVID. We got fucking shafted. During COVID, they told us not to go to work. They told you to stay in your house. All meanwhile, they were making billions of money, billions of dollars, billions. Pfizer made $36 billion in 2021.
stat.
$36 billion. Pfizer has been open for 75 years and has never cured a fucking disease in their life. And yet, we were told to take this gene-modified vaccine for a disease that was man-made, that came from a lab, that we were pumping money into, that Dr. Fauci has ties to, who gets a pardon on the last day of Joe Biden's presidency with an auto pen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're not mad enough. We're not upset enough. And it's to your point, people are just tired. But this is exactly what they're hoping for, is that nobody gives a fuck. They Apple News sent me a notification that said thanking God damn it, what's her name now?
Kamala?
No. The Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
thanking
yeah,
Nancy.
dude. Oh my God.
The headline said
Nancy Pelosi glaze.
Fucking thanking Nancy Pelosi for her 40 years of service. Bitch, who are you fooling at this point? And that's why I feel like we're not mad enough, because it should be insulting. Because they're sending that to your phone as if you're been living under a rock, if you're blind, if you're fucking stupid, if you're not like anybody remotely paying attention knows that bitch just served herself. How do you leave office worth $260 million? You didn't serve nobody but yourself. You didn't make a damn change. You didn't do a goddamn thing for 40 fucking years. Who works until they're 85? Someone who's bought and paid for and told you ain't leaving.
Yeah.
Who else works till they're 85? Who? Nobody wants to do that, bro.
Yeah, nobody works till they're
Nobody
85.
wants to fucking do that, dude.
But man, I think you're doing the right thing about, talking on it and stuff like that. And it's going to bring more awareness to these situations by you being so on fire for it. And trust me, all of these feelings you're feeling, I feel them too. But I just don't want to give in to that, like, fuck this energy and like, I can't give up on people. Like, I have to be sympathetic.
No.
Like,
yeah, definitely don't. We shouldn't give up on people, but we should give up on people in fucking power. If you want to, dude, they're all psychopaths. Yeah, they have to be. Like, how do you rise to those positions? You get there either a sociopath or you're a psychopath. You're one or the other, or both, or some are one and some are the other. Yeah. But that's the only way you get to that position. Because you have to lie. You have to fucking fuck people over. You have to do all these things constantly.
It's imagine going to bed and you're like, oh, tomorrow morning I gotta go.
Have you ever seen the show House of Cards?
It gave me a lot of anxiety. I watched the first couple seasons. Dude, couldn't do it after that.
There was senators that came out and said, this show is widely accurate.
Ugh.
Bro, it's disgusting.
When he pushes Kate Mara in front of
the train.
That was when I was like, click, yeah, enough.
That's, you know why you felt that way? Because you know that's how it fucking goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I would agree, dude.
But then people want to turn around and they want to be dependent on the government. That's why the food stamps things doesn't make sense. You should want to get the fuck off of that. And you should want to do everything in your fucking power to get off of that, because you should not want to be dependent on them.
I agree. Have you met anybody from the Northeast?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So they are
some of my favorite people. We talked about it last week.
Absolutely. A lot of them are well educated. In the wealthiest parts of the town, they haven't seen crime. I have friends who are from there. They are well adjusted. They meet people. They love people. They have successful jobs, successful companies, shit like that. And they see these policies, and I've talked to them, and these pie in the sky ideas sound realistic because they've gotten the nice end of the stick. Here in the South, from the jump, dude, segregation, cheap labor, high crime rates, incest, you name it. It was a rough section of the country where they've had like a really good shake at things. So we know bullshit from a long ways away. I would say the majority of the South, the reason why they're conservative is because conservative folks say it how it is. You know what I mean? Even if that's not the case, they're foolish too. But we feel like we have a pretty good bullshit meter. We don't trust somebody doing a handout, right? Because we were never given that as kids and teenagers and now adults. In the Northeast, dude, it's constantly like the government, the municipal governments in the Northeast are phenomenal. They're amazing. They look out for the people. They have really good talent. City halls. They have a lot of decorum. Everybody gets a fair shake. Like, they're wonderfully ran. I have a friend who's on the superintendent board for the city of Grafton. Jay Cummings, he's great. But it looks like people give a fuck. It's like conversations like this, really giving a fuck, and you believe in government. Here, we've never really had that sentiment. You know what I mean? It's always been fuck the government in Texas. The only time we don't do that is
We want to secede. There's a reason why it's always been a thing, bro.
From the jump,
yeah.
dude. And honestly, I don't know how Mr. Abbott's been in there so long. That motherfucker, he can say what you want, but that guy does some wild shit. But to that point is that we just don't trust, right? And we see this. What I'm getting at is there's people in the country like Portland, like Boston, like California that have had it so good for so long, they just can't believe that the government's not the boogeyman. Yes. Comfort, exactly. Comfort. In these areas of high concentrations of academics and success, they see that. Down south, we ain't never been comfortable. We're always shifting. We're always
fucking
moving.
hot.
We're always grinding. It's fucking hot. And then, guess what? It was 80 yesterday, and now it's 35 today. And your car engine won't start because the batteries were made for this.
It's like people from Chicago.
Yeah.
People from Chicago, they're like, nah, I'm buying into this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, even though their fucking mayor is wild. But I see what you're saying. And to your point, another statistic about Mondami was
give me that.
More people making over $100,000 voted for him than people making under 30 grand. It's exactly what you're fucking talking about. It's comfort. And they think like they're helping these people. No, you're fucking it up more and more. We pulled it up last week. There in New York, there is business owners who are turning to virtual Philippine agents and putting a tablet on the front desk when you walk in, like if you're ordering a coffee or something like that, and they're operating it remote from a tablet and they're paying them $3 an hour. Why is that? Oh, well, because minimum wage is like $20 in New York. If you're running a small fucking business, that is not, you can't afford that.
That's an obvious loophole. That's an obvious, like small businesses like myself.
Of course it's going to happen, bro.
Of course.
It's the same thing with the Obamacare.
If you don't, you go under.
It's the same thing with Obamacare.
Yeah, man.
It's the same thing when small businesses got fucking shafted.
Yeah.
Shafted, bro.
Yeah.
And
we're still getting shafted, by the way.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
Of course. Insurance is through the fucking roof because of that shit.
Oh, did y'all get affected by that too?
My insurance went up pretty significantly, yeah.
Oh, God, dude. I'm so sorry.
But
having a kid.
That's the thing. Like, they're not. All these things sound so good on paper, but they're fucking just little. They're like little strands of icing leading you to like an abysmal, like ending. Because you're gonna turn like now again. There's now one. Right? Mm-hmm. There's now, the mayor of LA, she was a big fan of Castro, and she was a big fan of Cuba.
Yo, for real?
Yeah, Mayor Karen Bass.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Karen Bass, huge shake.
But she's not openly a communist. She was just very openly supportive of Castro, right?
Yeah.
And, but she didn't run on a communist platform, right? Mondami did, very openly. Very much to a T, socialism to a T, right? Mm-hmm. And he won.
Yeah.
So then, again, back to what I was saying earlier, my fear is this. He wins, or he won. He fails. They make excuses. They blame the other party. They blame this person, that person, just like they do with anything else. They run him again. I think they're going to run his ass for president.
More than likely.
I think they're setting him up to run him for president.
He's a young, good-looking guy who's smart and got mayorship
and he's
backed of the most powerful town in the United States.
And he's backed by very rich Jewish people. like
Mar-a-Lago wouldn't have that. No rich Jews
not till Trump got there, but the racist one, you know.
Yeah. There you go.
So it's like my fear is that this is only the first state to crack, and then more states begin to crack. Because what it tells me and what you're referring to, if if the people who made less than 30 grand did not vote for him, but the people who made over 100K did vote for him, the people who you are thinking you're helping and you think you're voting for, you're fucking over, and they're trying to tell you. And they're trying to tell you that. And you're not fucking listening because you're sitting in your cush fucking house and you're like, you have nothing better to do but feel sorry for everybody in the fucking world.
Dude,
and you're like, oh my God.
You said it yourself. It's a facade. It's a product. He's selling a product. The shitty thing about that whole situation is the reason why the folks who earn under 30K didn't come out and vote as much as you thought they would have either way is because they can't afford to fucking take a break from work and go do that. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
And on top of that, man, so he's preaching to the folks that want to feel good about his ideology.
Well, the people who are comfortable enough to pay enough, just enough attention.
No, he's catering to them. Fuck all these poor people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything. So have you watched? Are you ever subscribed to Ride the News? Okay, so they're an independent news source. They're phenomenal. They're located out of Notre Dame. It's like 4 Notre Dame grads, and they really get in the shit. It's like what Vice used to be.
Okay, you
should look them up. They're fantastic. Pretty down the middle, like everything. 50. I would say they're 50-50 on Trump. So the Mondami comes out with this like list of shit, and you've taught me more than anything else I've read. But the minimum wage thing was a big deal. And they're like, the question on the poll, because it's like a carousel of slides. The first one goes, Mondami wants to raise minimum wage to $30. Can he? Next slide. No. Because it's the truth, Phil.
Can't.
He literally can't.
You'll kill every business. Every small business will run. Mm-hmm. And then guess what? Now you have just another version of LA. LA lost 70% of their small businesses during COVID. And then major businesses who cared moved.
That's so sad, dude.
Like, again, it's the perfect fucking game plan to take over an entire country, to break it apart. Because we have, like, Bubba, pull up George Washington's farewell speech for me. Just the points that we went over last time. This is going to blow you. This will, she already, look at her.
Damn.
What a wonderful person.
Oh my God.
I want you to read okay. We're going to read this, and I want you to tell me if there's a single point that is not exactly what we're going through right now.
Here are 10 main points from George Washington's farewell address, 1796. Value of national unity. Washington stresses that the strength and security of the United States come from unity among the states. Dangers of political parties. He warns that political parties create division, promote revengeful, and could allow ambitious by exploring factionalism. The importance of the Constitution. He urges citizens to respect and defend the Constitution as the nation's guiding framework, and to change it only through proper constitutional amendments. Okay, checks and balances. Washington emphasizes maintaining the separation of powers and warns against one branch encroaching on another. You see a lot of that right now. Religion and morality as foundations. He argues that religion and morality are essential for public happiness, social order. I would agree. Promotion of education encourages the spread of knowledge is crucial for preserving the nation's rights and liberties. Public credit and fiscal responsibility. Washington advises the nation to avoid excessive debt. God damn. Pay debts promptly and rely on taxes to responsibly fund government needs. Caution in foreign alliances. He warns against forming permanent alliances with foreign nations, Israel, which could entangle U.S. and unnecessary conflicts, Israel. Fairness in foreign affairs. While avoiding long-term alliances, he advises maintaining good faith, justice, and commercial. Which we've exploited every
single one of them, dude. Yeah. That's why Russia's so goddamn mad. But I digress.
Okay. Avoidance of overdependence on foreign influence. Washington cautions that relying too heavily on other nations, whether an infection or could compromise. Wow.
Every single point, spot the fuck on. And he wrote this in 17, what was it?
1796.
1796, is that what it was?
Oh my God.
To a fucking T, bro.
20 years after the country was founded.
To a T, because they had just left it. We should be using this as our framework to fucking wake the fuck up and go back to what, like, that's, people get mad at the tagline, make America great again, because they think of this, like they think we're referring to this, like the racism or this, these awful times in the country. But what we're referring to is the fact that, like, we got to get away from these fucking team shit. We've been so
team shit's sad.
Got to get away from the team shit. We need to come back. We need to work hard. Stop being fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Stop with the victim mentality. No one's coming to save your ass, dude. Go train. Go fucking take care of yourself. Know how to defend yourself. Know how to protect yourself. No one's coming to save you, bro. If COVID would have made zombies, the government's not coming and going, oh, Andrew, are you okay? Here, let's take you over here. No, fuck. No, that's not how that happens, dude.
Everybody's seen the movies. They put you in one city and they blow it up.
Of course.
You know
What they
I mean?
did in The Last of Us is what would happen when they're shooting people in the fucking streets.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a scratch on you? I don't know. Bow.
Yeah.
That's what happens. They're not coming to fucking save you. And again, this one, I feel like the first one was so much funnier. It got dark.
And I'm inebriated. Dog. I'm like, oh fuck, am I gonna survive this shit?
Dude, it feels good, right? They're good.
That feels pretty good.
Yeah,
Shout
shout out to Milo and
yeah.
Euphoria ATX. We totook your protein bites before the show. So
Amazing.
We're feeling great.
Amazing. I feel like I'm gonna remember all of this. I'm gonna go, babe, you know George Washington was psychic?
That's a bit, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking
That's a
crazy.
bit. You can build something off of that.
Yeah,
That's
man.
fucking good.
It's fun, isn't it?
But
But my question for you is, because I see all this passion, dude, and I love it. I fucking love it. But what do you feel like is your end goal with it? Is it just to maintain this thought process?
I think it's just like to. I think. Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I think it starts with this, right? It's the same thing that Joe Rogan does. He just brings awareness and just talks about things, right? And it's a matter of just talking about things, right? It's just a matter of just having these conversations, reminding people constantly, like, we can't be married to your ideas. You can't fucking pick a team.
Yeah.
Fuck the goddamn team. And just fucking go talk to your neighbor.
I just wish people would try.
Just go talk to your neighbor, bro.
Like even people who I'm close to, who I fucking love, and they love me because you and I, we bring people together. You know, it's inevitable. So different people are gonna like us, and they respect what I say, but they refuse to get off the fucking TikTok and go do something in person or take care of them. They're like, nah, man, it's not. I don't. They will make up a million excuses as to why.
Yes, slowly killing them.
But I think also outside the comfort, it's just you don't want to believe that this reality is what it is.
Yeah.
It's fear. It's like, no, I'm not going to peek my head out from under the blankets. It's nice and warm down
yeah.
here. You know, even though every now and then, like, something scary pops up, I know it's in here.
Yeah.
You know, but
why else does convenience sell so well? Convenience and fear go hand in hand.
Fucking love Quick Trip.
If I can get my groceries delivered to my door and I never have to leave.
Dude.
Oh my God, I don't have to go out into that
And
scary
you stop
world.
talking to people.
I don't have to go out into that scary world, Andrew.
You don't have to do that.
I don't have to get shot at HEB.
Where's milk? Aisle 7? Okay, just that little interaction, dude, with like a black lady who'd never seen me. That helps build people's confidence in other ethnicities, walking backgrounds.
Just having a fucking conversation.
A quick
just
one
talking
too.
to people.
Yeah, man. And that's the sad part for me. That's why I love doing the comedy shit. Because you saw the show.
It's the same kind of thing.
It's the same thing. We had 85-year-old vets laughing about me sucking dick. Like, that's nuts, man. And it was the same as the 30-year-old little Mexican girl in the corner. She was laughing her ass off too. Like, that's a beautiful thing.
That's what it's about.
So the reason why I ask you what your end goal is as far as action items go, and I want to sound too corporate, because for me, that's what comedy is for me, is that I want to bring people into a place where there's no phones and there's no fucking Overwatch and nobody's going to get mad at you. So that's why lighting is important, and the light's going to be on the comedians, not on you. You don't have to look around and see who's laughing and who's not. And we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time, and that's my end goal.
That's this. That's this. This is that to a like, this is my way of bringing people together. Like, I don't know if we talked about it, but I'm probably not somebody who would put together like a nonprofit. I probably would, I think that shit would just depress me, and I wouldn't be me, and I wouldn't be able to then be this joyful person who brings people together, because I wouldn't be that person. I'd probably be morbidly depressed. And shout out to the people who run actual, true, good nonprofits.
Yeah, shout out to them.
You're few and in between. And like, those people should be propped up. And like, we were actually talking about this on the way back from the market today.
Yeah.
Abe and I were driving to San Antonio, and
cool.
and an ambulance was coming up 35.
Yeah.
And when we were growing up, you just got the fuck out of the way.
Everybody moves.
You just moved. You didn't take forever to move. You weren't distracted on your phone. You weren't not paying attention. You just moved. Everybody moved.
Yeah.
They don't do that no more. They're even more reluctant to move for a police officer.
Yeah.
And like, we have to get back to some level of respect. There has to be some level of respect. We have to, like, for one, we need to fucking recognize what folks like that go through every goddamn day, bro.
Man.
Oh,
we have it so good.
It starts with gratitude.
Yes, I would 100%.
It starts with gratitude, right? I think gratitude would be the underlying emotion for all of this to go into the right direction.
All this bullshit of like, America sucks, America's not a great country.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Stupid. Go to Mexico.
Crazy,
go
bro.
to Mexico for 1 week.
Anywhere else.
Go to a well-developed country like Europe for a week. Go do it.
They haven't though. They haven't left.
No,
they sit in their house and they absorb this fucking fear porn.
Man,
they absorb the fear porn and they think that then they project it onto their daily life, right?
Yeah.
And then they're scared to go to HEB for whatever fucking reason, right?
Oh,
or they're scared of whoever, right? And it's just like, it's crazy, and it's just not like that. And that's the reason why things like comedy, jiu-jitsu, these things that bring people together without any judgment, without any question, where it's all different types of people. And the only thing that matters is, are you funny? That's why Killed Tony is the fucking, it's why it's so goddamn good. And the fact that they try to demonize that shit and call him all these names, that was my point earlier. We watched the older episodes and you realize that Tony's never fucking changed. He's always been the same person.
Wow,
he makes the same jokes. He's been using the same tagline. He's the same fucking person. So that just tells me, like, that's him. And if you don't like him, that's okay, but that is him. That's his, like, he's being genuine. He's not putting on an act. He's not putting on a show. He is being who he is, and what he does is just roast people, because that's probably what sits in his brain all goddamn day when he sees somebody. That's just how his brain works. He sees you and he doesn't see Andrew. No, he just sees what he can make fun of, dude.
Illegal immigrant.
He just sees what he can make fun of, and boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
But think about all the people's lives who he's changed. Disabled people, fucking black people, white people, Mexicans, Arabic people, like everybody of all fucking cultures, because the only thing that matters in comedy is you funny? Yep. Same thing with jiu-jitsu. The mats don't lie. It doesn't matter what you're into, bro. It doesn't matter what your political leaning is. It doesn't matter what you do for a living.
Doesn't matter how fucking big you are, bro.
Matters.
It doesn't matter how great shape you are.
The mats don't lie.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing about comedy. The crowd doesn't lie. You're either funny or not funny. It's not a bad crowd. You just didn't have a good set.
Yeah.
And that has to be the mindset. No matter what, you always have to look inward, see where you could be better, hold yourself accountable, and then fucking keep it moving.
That's to your point, though. That's where gratitude starts. Because if you're not looking, if you're still looking around, you're saying, "I'm not good because this is America's fault. This is the U.S.'s fault." But if you said, "I'm in a fucking great country. I have all this opportunity. I'm so lucky,"
and you got your ass out of bed,
and you already, from just those two different mindsets, you are already in a better position to succeed than you were if you were to be like, America sucks.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
To sit here and be like, this country sucks is insane.
Stupid.
The fact that we even gotten to the point where it seems like there is at least 40% of the population that truly believes that shows how much we are just being ripped apart and shafted over and over again, because that should not even be the thought. Is there things that we can improve? Of course, that's life. Yeah. Nothing will be utopia and nothing will be perfect. That's why voting for communism is retarded. Because it cannot work. Human nature will not allow it to work. It doesn't work.
It'll
be corrupted. It'll be co-opted. It will be taken over and hijacked by a charismatic sociopath who doesn't give a fuck about you.
No, he doesn't.
Who lies about his upbringing, saying he understands third world country and eats with his fucking hands, even though his dad was on the fucking on the board at the University of Columbia and his mom is some fucking wealthy ass real estate agent or whatever she did. Yeah. Yes. Just like Beto that ran here in fucking in Texas. Yeah. His name's not even fucking Beto. You fucking piece of man, dude. Like, that should infuriate Americans. That shouldn't matter what side you're on, left or right, dude.
That makes me laugh, man. I was eating with my hands.
Dude, apparently he does eat with his hands, but his dad is on the board of he works at the University of goddamn Columbia.
Yeah.
And then you have his parents on camera talking about how Mondami's not an American. The fact that like they're describing their son that way, and then you voted for him, you idiots.
Also, though, I think to your same point, I think he's selling the idea that he's communist.
Of course.
I
don't know. Maybe.
I look, check it out. I don't think if he may be.
But communism supports the people at the top the most.
Absolutely. I think he's selling what he wants to sell because that's a flavor of the week. I think that about you.
I mean, that's definitely possible.
I think
sure.
I think all politicians.
But how is
like that?
So
Trump
then,
was a Democrat, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, and so that goes back. We've hit that head on the horn.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm just talking about like we've talked about this like demonization. This
Oh,
fucking,
yeah.
Not only the demonization of Trump, but then also this Trump Trump what's the syndrome? Derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
We've hit that like yeah, dude. We can go on and on about why that's silly. Mm-hmm. But to your point, he's selling the flavor of the week, but then we have to take a step back and realize how the fuck did we get to this flavor?
Yep.
How are we in the land of the free, the place with endless opportunities, and that somehow we've gotten to that flavor? How the fuck did we get to that flavor? And that's where I do stand back. I step back, and I said I wasn't going to call them idiots, and I apologize.
You call them retards.
No,
dude.
I think it's not.
It's not their fault. They're retarded. They can't help it.
I think it's being naive. I think it's not paying enough attention. I think I think a lot of them genuinely believe that they are trying to make change and they are trying to do good. And so it's very easy to just call them idiots and write them off. That's not like the real point is that we have to take a step back and realize how the fuck we even desire this flavor. How do we even want this flavor? Well, we want this flavor because the middle class is disappearing. And so there has to be safety nets in place because the entire middle class is going to fall. If AI and robotics do what we think they're gonna do,
nobody's stopping.
No one's stopping.
We're building data centers.
We're building data centers like they got underwater data centers, bro. They're figuring out how to keep that shit cool and
that's
fucking.
The stuff, yes, that's the stuff they're just putting to the side.
Oh, yeah.
And they're trying to sell us content. Like, don't worry, dude. We sold like 5 data centers.
It all goes hand in hand because guess what?
Where the fuck are the people who cared about the environment?
They don't give a fuck. That's
what I'm getting at, dog.
That's why they have windmills up in West Texas telling you that that's good for the environment, but they got a 26-year shelf life and they do fucking nothing and they generate almost no electricity, but yet people still think that this great thing for the fucking environment, knowing they have nowhere to go, they can't be recycled, they get thrown in the ocean and they kill whales.
Mm-hmm. That's wild. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
dude,
I didn't know that.
Look up windmills and whales.
Is that a real thing?
You're about to find. Yes,
God,
you're
that's
about. Yes,
morbid, bro.
Yes, and so you're being told that you're only a good person if you believe in these windmills, if you believe in climate change is the end all and be all, that if you have to, that jokes are bad, that you can't make fun of everybody and some people are protected and some people aren't, but fuck the white people, but everybody else can be, is protected, and God forbid you ever make a joke, you fucking racist, bigot, piece of shit, ableist. And we've hit this point where if you step out of line, you are a bad person. Yeah. And if you're a bad person, you're attacked, you're canceled. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore like it used to. Nazi. Thank God for Twitter. If it wasn't for Elon Musk buying Twitter, we would have been fucked, dude. Yeah. Twitter was paid $3 million in 2020. Freaking Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg comes back and talks about the government pressure to censor COVID.
Yeah.
And then
out in the open.
YouTube just came out and talked about how they were also fucking manipulated and coerced and were shadow banning people. And they came out. Now? Oh, because now they feel safe. Now they feel like they can tell the truth, right? But nobody cares no more. Because like no one's reflecting on 2020 and being like, oh, we probably shouldn't have done those things. Even if I didn't agree with what they were saying or whatever, we probably shouldn't have done those things because freedom of speech is so goddamn important. It is. And no matter what, we should be able to talk about whatever the fuck we want, whenever we want, no matter what, because if we can't, then someone is telling you what to believe and what not to believe and what's correct and what's not correct. And
I really hope this isn't as bad as it.
There's no scientific
of course
proof.
Not. Let's go to Twitter.
But
fuck the internet. Let's go to Twitter.
They're saying that it more than likely is going to be the sound of the wind impacting the whales because of how they communicate.
Whose fucking environment of America?
That's why federal agencies. You're gonna look deep into who funds these guys. That's why Ford's been working.
No. I mean, and maybe and maybe this is the politically correct way to put it. But check Twitter for me. See what you find. I'm just curious.
Oh, dude, Twitter's gonna have.
I'm just curious on if you find like a different, like a altering opinion, because that does make sense. The sound part does make sense, and like deafening them or like really affecting them negatively. But I know it's affecting whales in some fashion. But
regardless,
we'll see.
To your point,
the point
they're
is
not
that,
good for the environment.
Fuck no, they're not good, dude. Yeah. They're not good. And again, you're being told what to think, when to think. Dude. The UK is about to give in to digital IDs.
Yeah, that's wild shit.
They only gave away their guns 30 years ago. Yeah. It doesn't take this long.
No.
And that's where we're naive. And that's where we're naive because we've always said, oh, that won't happen here. Oh, that won't happen to us. Oh, that's over there. Oh, no. And then we're just watching all of Western Europe just getting fucking just taken over slowly. 12,000 people in the UK arrested for memes.
Yes. That is tragic.
Slowly.
I'm not saying that.
And now I don't think it's here.
It's definitely here.
It is here.
I think it's definitely going to encroach. I do. But I think there's a lot of guys like you and me, right? Have you watched recently like a NASCAR game or like a college football game and you just see the fucking America coming out of the pores of that? Have you ever seen that? Like flyovers and fucking hoorah chanting USA.
But that's because of who's in charge right now. People feel like they can be that way. It was not like that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It wasn't like that.
Saying USA was racist.
Yeah, if you had an American flag shirt on or just an American flag in general, you're a racist piece of shit. Like that.
Yeah.
How? Yeah. We have to get back to being Americans first. Fuck these goddamn political parties. Get back to what's right.
I would agree.
The right to bear arms,
100%.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
The Constitution is in place for a reason. Stop letting it be fucking manipulated and be interpreted in these weird ways. That's not how it was. Like, no, go back to what the fuck it was meant to be. And it was meant to keep us free and keep equal market share and keep a free market. And what we're seeing with like these ginormous monopolies and companies owning like 500 brands and then just like they keep them under different companies.
Just wild,
yeah, so they keep under different companies just so it's not considered a monopoly. But fuck that shit. We know what it is. Mm-hmm. And then these universities and these kids that are being indoctrinated into this communist leftist mindset, being told that if you don't think this way, you are a bad person, and they genuinely believe that. You see it all the time, like people cheering for Charlie Kirk, people cheering when Trump got shot. Actually, people were upset when Trump got shot because it didn't kill him. Like I've had conversations with these people in real life. Yeah. Like a girl who was cutting my hair felt that way.
Yeah.
And so it's like people do feel this way, and so that is a real feeling. Those are real people feeling this way, and then. It's just, I forgot where the fuck I was going.
Oh, here's a sanity check. If Rachel Maddow got shot like Charlie Kirk did, I would be equally distraught.
Of course, I don't want to see no one's head blown off. And dude, people's kids had to watch that video. People's kids, dude. His kids were there. Like, no one wants to see that. And if you're cheering for it again, you need to take a real big fucking step back. You need to take a step back and really reassess your goddamn life.
And I've had comedian friends touch on it and make light of the situation, which you know what?
Sure.
Comedy is, dude, it's the wild fucking West.
Go for it.
But having like your neighbor be like, God damn. Like whenever, I had a friend too, dude, whenever Trump almost got shot, they were like, damn, barely missed, huh? I'm like, what the fuck kind of logic is that?
Crazy.
Dude, that was a former president. At the time, he was a former president of the United States and running to be the new president. Do you know how bad that looks for us, dude? That somebody can just get murked like that and they run your country?
Bro.
It's terrible.
What then separates us from Mexico? This last election, they had 26 candidates killed.
Yeah, dude.
26 candidates killed.
Dude. Yeah.
If we start to make this the norm, that's where it goes.
Yeah, dude.
That's the fucking slippery slope. That's why it's dangerous. That's why you should be mad regardless of who it was. If someone in power is being assassinated, it doesn't fucking matter who it is, bro. It doesn't matter. And Rachel Maddow is a great example because Jesus. Jesus, a lot of this is her fault. A lot of this is her fault, dude.
Give me that. How is all this racial? I want to know, dude. I'm rocking on that gummy. I want to know where did Rachel Maddow construct this, bro?
Oh, I mean, dude, she's everything we're talking about.
I hate her fucking haircut. I tell you that,
bro. Everything we're talking about,
sucks.
she just fucking, she's pumping this out on her show,
yeah.
dude. The Russian collusion case, how working out is a right-winged idea.
You know how much money she makes, even though her company's
much.
failing.
And you know who's all paying for it?
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Definitely not CNN, because CNN is not
She's
making
not on
money.
CNN.
What is she?
She's on MSNBC.
Okay, well, MSNBC also is not making any money.
None of them are making money.
No,
They're
dude.
being propped up by pharmaceutical companies.
Isn't it crazy how fucking obvious that is?
Brought to you by Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Easy
Brought to you by Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Dude, you're in my ears.
If that wasn't creepy to you, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, dude.
That should have been so goddamn creepy. We're one of 2 countries in the entire world that allows pharmaceutical companies to.
I thought we were the only one.
No, New Zealand.
Oh, the fucking Kiwis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know why
Is
they do it.
Magdalena from New Zealand?
Ooh, he's Australian. I
an
don't know
Aussie?
if he was in. Yeah, I don't know if he's from on New Zealand. I think he's Australian. But
Okay.
I don't
No, they're like
you
sisters.
know,
Sister.
Yeah, but I
it's
think
like
they get
Mexican.
mad. I think they get mad like Puerto Ricans and like Colombians. I think, or who is it? Puerto Ricans and
I was like, what fucking Puerto Ricans do?
no, who is it?
Fuck the Colombian, bro.
Dude,
Fucking hate them, bro. They like banana. We like banana. Fuck 'em.
who is it? Who is it that Puerto Ricans get mad if you assume they're
I'll
that
tell you
Hispanic
this.
gender?
I'll tell you
or
this.
that
I'll tell you
Hispanic
this.
ethnicity.
Mexicans get mad if you think they're Guatemalans.
Really?
Dude, Mexicans are so fucking racist towards
Oh, yeah, of
Guatemalans.
course.
We have a nickname.
Just racist in general.
Oh, dude.
Bro,
Do you know-
racist in general. That's why this whole everything's always pointed at the white people, bro. Have you ever hung out with
Yes.
some cholos, bro?
Dude.
They drop the N-word more than anybody, dog.
Do you know what the Spanish word for black guy is? Or the word for black guy is in Spanish?
Yeah.
Negro.
Yeah.
It's the N-word.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain that. That's my whole bit about minorities being the most racist people is facts. bro.
1,000%.
I really do feel bad for white people because y'all can't say shit.
Bro, and then we just get constantly demonized.
You are constantly
It's
demonized.
crazy.
Now,
and
check
then I
this
should
out.
feel guilty. I should feel guilty.
Yes.
But of course, like there has been some
No,
awful shit.
there's some shitty white
Yeah, of
people.
course.
Bro, it's like-
Of course, just like there's shitty people, right?
There's shitty people in general.
There's shitty Mexicans. There's shitty black people.
Yeah.
There's shitty white people. There's shitty Irish people. There's shitty fucking Jews.
Yeah.
That.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, yeah, I take that
No,
back.
the
Sorry,
Jews are
no,
great.
the Jews are great.
There's
I love
no
the Jews.
bad
I love the
Jew.
Jews very much. I love them very much.
They're welcome to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, they are welcome in Mar-a-Lago now.
Thanks, Donald.
I love them so much.
yeah,
I
dude.
would never say nothing bad about them.
Benjamin
They're my
Netanyahu.
favorite. Yeah,
If you need a new commercial guy, I'm
yeah,
your guy.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Down to make 100 mil.
Fuck it, dude.
Did you see Candace Owens' breakdown of like how Israel was funding?
Dude, she's awesome.
She's a trip, isn't she?
She's awesome.
The internet is like obsessed with her at this moment.
Bro, she's
sexually.
because she.
It's true, dog.
Because
they love how crazy she is.
There is a very good chance she's right about a lot of things.
100%.
Which is so like Alex Jones, for instance.
Yeah.
People always bring up the Sandy Hook thing and thinks that just discredits everything else he's ever
Oh,
said.
he's right about so much shit.
Look, okay, the Sandy Hook thing, yeah, a lot of probably poor information fed to him, mixed with alcohol, mixed with pain pills, mixed with everything else.
And being mad, you know?
And being mad.
Being mad.
And then that's how you get that.
Yeah.
But that does not discredit and take away Bohemian Grove, fucking calling Epstein Island in the 90s. Like
He called it in the 90s?
yeah.
God damn, bro. Alex
Yeah,
Jones.
just like Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
They knew Bill Cosby was doing that shit for a long time.
Dude, that's a trip. America's
Yeah.
dad. Isn't that nuts?
Still sad, bro.
So sad.
American's dad? No, that was Uncle Phil. You better take that shit back.
Nah, dude, Uncle Phil was a puss. I feel like
Whoa,
no,
that's crazy. Bro.
he was too sensitive.
Fresh
dude.
Prince was my shit.
Okay, I love that show, but Uncle Phil was a stick in the mud, man. Oh, okay, there's that one episode where he breaks out the
breaking
pool
my
stick.
heart, bro.
No, check it out. He breaks out the pool stick and he saves Will.
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal episode.
Yeah.
I'm teasing, of course, but point being is they had no clue, or they had a clue. And that was the Cosby guy. He was the guy.
Oh, yeah,
he was,
I know. Yeah.
Who was on TV that is beloved like that? Fuck, I don't know. It's like the people from Squid Games coming out, and the head Korean was raping a bunch of people. It's wild.
was he?
No, he wasn't. I'm just saying, like that's
I was like, oh shit.
it's like Miss Rachel. It's like
fucking Rachel Maddow. Yeah.
no, Miss Rachel, the kid show lady. That's like if she was raping a bunch of people. And she
Probably has.
No, bro, Miss Rachel, not
Wait.
Rachel Maddow. Miss
Who are
Rachel.
you talking about?
Taylor, you know what Miss Rachel is?
Rachel?
Yeah. Can you show your mans who Miss Rachel is? She won Woman of the Year or something like that just recently.
Is it a dude?
No, she's a kid
Who the
streamer.
fuck is this?
She's great. She's
Hell no,
phenomenal.
I don't trust her.
No, dude.
I don't trust her, bro.
She's actually pretty down the middle of the road as far as I don't know what
I just
her
don't
politics
trust her.
are. Dude,
I don't trust anybody that wants to be around kids that much. I have a kid.
okay. Well, I think for men it's one thing, but for some women, it's true. If you want to like, if there was like a Mr. Rachel, it should be weird. But no, having a like, she's actually done a really good job of. Oh, speaking of kids,
Yeah. Speaking of which,
she heard Miss Rachel. She won
making
one.
an appearance.
Hell yeah. How old is she
did
now?
you-
How many months?
She is 4.5.
Gosh,
She's taking a nap.
with a back like
That's the thing where
Adonis.
she just starts crying randomly.
Oh,
Did you see the Reddit post about the trans man?
Trans Am.
You
Yeah.
have to be more descriptive.
The one-
Trans woman.
Okay, did you not hear the first sentence?
No.
Why are you getting
Yeah,
sassy?
I was dealing with her
Why are you getting
crying.
sassy?
I love it when
Crazy
you'll
work,
problem
bro.
solve on the
Dude,
podcast.
Young Taylor over here getting sassy, bro.
Young Taylor, you have a nickname now?
What is like? What am I paying her for? It's crazy.
You're not paying.
It's crazy, bro. It's for the Twitter
You're
fingers.
just paying her to be the mother of your children, dude. That's all. That's it. Small task.
Small task.
That's it.
No big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal. Look at that cute little thing, dude. The Reddit post of that teacher talking about his
Trans Am?
the euphoric, like what was his the boner, dude.
Yo.
Wait till you see this shit. And again, of course, it could always be trolls. It could always be bots. But
But it's probably not.
look at this shit.
It's all right. It's a lot more fun to think it's not.
I mean, I think that people definitely exist. We've been fucking kids since the beginning of time.
What are you talking about, motherfucker?
Damn, that was crazy.
I've been fucking children for years.
I meant
It's
we.
not a shot.
I meant we as. God damn, that's just gonna get clipped in like 20 years, dude. If I blow up, that's getting clipped. Oh, I'm sad.
Podcaster says we. Fuck. Yeah, dude. It's all right.
I meant we in like
collective sense. That's humanity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
humanity, right?
Yeah, you and your neighbor.
It's been. It's been normal for so long.
Yeah.
You think just people just stopped wanting to fuck kids?
I have. I mean, I don't know about
You stopped wanting? So you did want.
Yeah,
Let's
when I was a
talk.
kid, it was cool. Now that I'm an adult, it's not cool. You know what I mean? Transition.
Yeah, you know.
Gotta get out of there.
But like,
No, dude, you're right. Like, there was the Middle East. I'm reading a military book right now, and they're going into how the Middle East. There's like a tradition.
fuck kids.
Yeah, that's like a tradition, dude. It's like they're showing them off.
Yeah, but we're being told that if you don't agree with that, you're Islamic phobic.
Yeah.
And that if you don't support them not assimilating to Western culture,
Yeah, dude.
dude, the rape numbers in Europe are crazy. And again,
Do that to a kid.
for Muhammad that is trying to escape that reality and does not buy into that culture and he wants to come over here and make a fucking life for himself, please. But if you're
Are euphoria boners normal? So I'm a substitute teacher. Early this week, I introduced myself to a new class. I wrote my name and pronouns, she, her, on the whiteboard. Whenever my students referred to me as she or miss, I got quite excited. Damn, this is weird.
Whole thing. Hold on.
Yo.
makes you uncomfortable.
There's more to it.
There's more to it? That's all I've seen.
And it says, do any of your girlies also get hard when you're validating, or is it just?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that part. Yeah.
Ew.
Bruh.
Linda traits, huh?
Oh, what the heck?
I'm hard. Anybody else feel that? Anybody else? Him excited? Huh? Well, Linda.
We don't have the safety Google.
Oh man, who needs safety when you have satisfaction? That's ridiculous.
Can we talk about why she had such a hog,
dude?
What the?
That was a hook, bro. That was a fucking crank, dog. That was the thing of legends. That was legacies. That was family legacy right there, man. That was George Washington's speech in 1796. That was Muhammad Ali knocks out Frazier. That was magic. And I can only applaud our trans sister. And finding such a piece. That'd be so tight if you could just buy one like that. I would
The trans person or the hog?
The hog, dude. You buy a trans person. I mean, fuck, come with the hog. That's nuts, though. That is, blech.
Woosah.
That's gross. Do any of you girlies get hard when you're validated, or is it just me? Yeah. Sadly, I think a lot of the sexually ambiguous folks do.
They're going to put themselves in positions to be.
There's a lot of mental illness around it, dog. There's a lot of mental illness. And I know that because I have friends who are therapists and, not trans, but no, I do. And I know people who are trans. And usually, like, there's comedians and they're very nice, but also they're not 100% there, bro. Like, and I do think there are sane trans people.
Of course, just like anything.
I haven't met, but maybe out of the 10 trans folks that I know, maybe one of them was like a logical thing. They just needed to switch bodies, and I totally support.
Like Jordan Peterson talked about this.
Yeah.
As a psychiatrist, not a therapist, as a psychiatrist, a person who is responsible for diagnosing people, he said it's 1 in 100,000 people. Gender dysphoria.
Yes.
True gender dysphoria is 1 in 100,000 people,
like a
right?
good stat, yeah.
That, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
It's seriously, it's up here. Like, just like I believe like I'm an empathetic person. I feel like that's up here, whether it's good or bad. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with it. And Christians, I consider myself a Christian guy, are going to say that it's sinful and all that stuff. I have no ground or basis to judge because I don't know enough about the word to say that inherently is a bad thing.
Sure.
The Bible says that homosexuality is bigot, abomination, but it also says that, if you get made fun of, you can call the Lord down and they'll eat 40 kids for you. Like, religion is such a complicated idea, but for me, it provides me with structure and love, and I'm hard on myself. It's not all roses, but
that's the important part.
That's the important
structure part.
Yes.
The world would be a better place if they lived their life like that to a degree, right?
Yes.
But that's everything. Yeah. The whole like point of our conversation is that the middle is always the answer.
Yeah.
And these fucking overswings and these overcompensations and these overcorrections are so crazy. Like parenting, for instance, you have
how has that been actually for y'all?
Well, I mean, you
guys knock it out of the park.
I mean,
I admire. Well,
she's
much.
Just kind of chill, bro. We got really lucky, but that's also because that's the energy that we have constantly, right? Yeah. Neither of us are high strung. Neither of us are fucking screaming at each other. Neither of us are doing neither of us are doing all these things, right? And then the baby is just reacting to our energy, right? And then there's people who like babies are really high strung, and then you look at the parents and you're like, oh, you're also fucking high strung, dude. Did I get lucky, or did you just not work on yourself enough?
Yeah,
I don't know, right? I think again, the answer's probably somewhere in the middle. Probably got pretty lucky. She's healthy as fuck.
That's the lucky bit, yeah, for sure.
But again, how much of it is luck versus how much of it is Taylor taking such good care of herself during pregnancy, and then the time leading up prior to pregnancy. So it's like there is a little bit of luck, and there's also hard work, and that's success.
Yeah.
Opportunity is when luck and
luck is whenever opportunity meets hard work.
No, sorry, it's when opportunity is when luck and preparation meet, something like that. I don't remember the exact quote. I don't remember the quote now, but
you don't have to. But get the gist.
But like, it's so easy. It goes back to what you were saying earlier when people. They're not looking inwards. They're not showing gratitude.
No, dude.
And so it's so easy to see. I'm sure people do this all the time. It's like, oh, well, he's in shape because of this,
genetics,
because of that, genetics. Right? It's always genetics. I had a heart attack because of genetics. Yeah. That is this whole thing of like lifestyle diseases being genetic is so wild. Yeah. The disease itself, to my knowledge, is not related to any gene. What is genetic is the choices, is the lifestyle that was then passed down to you, and then you not putting the effort in to make a change if there was change to be needed. If you grow up and your parents are super healthy and they take really good care of themselves and they lead you down that path, that is good. If your parents don't take very good care of themselves, they don't eat very well, they don't do all the right things, then you, once you hit a certain age, you need to take a look at that and be like, that's not how I'm going to do it.
Which in comes fat shaming. You know what I mean? To your point. I do think it is a little healthy to get a little bit of bullshit.
Everything.
You know what I mean? Everybody needs
the
to be
middle,
poked at.
the middle.
Yeah, you need to get a little bit of
right?
that.
I'm not saying dump Andrew in a fucking trash can.
Yeah.
But if I'm over here,
Unless he's into it.
picking, point, making fun of him a little bit, like, what the fuck are we doing?
That is, honestly, that's why I even got a comedy. Because as a kid, I was fat and poor. And I had all my clothes from the church giveaway. Like, I wasn't the cool kid by any shake of the means. But when I found out that making people laugh made them come around you, people would make fun of me. I started making fun of them. And then it became a collective thing where people thought Andrew was a good time, And I did have my bullies. But I stood up to them eventually, and that gave me the character to then go on and do that to others. And now I have if I see somebody bullying somebody, dog, it lights a fire into my ass.
Oh, yeah.
Outright bullying. Not like, a nice fucking hat, dipshit. Like, that's...
No, I get it. Again, common sense.
Common sense. When somebody's like fucking like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting up in their shit, oh my God. That fuels me to go over there and say some shit. But that's not always the case. Most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, nothing lights me up quicker. And most things aren't that extreme. That's the other thing about the whole social media, staying on TikTok, never leaving your fucking house. You think that this whole thing is so goddamn extreme. But then if you just go outside and just fucking go to a comedy show with 100 other people, you realize that most people are all laughing at the same fucking thing.
At the same thing. And I guarantee you, dude, I know 20 staunch liberals who were anti-Trump, anti-this, who were laughing at shit that I was saying in the hardest Chinese accent you ever heard in your fucking life.
Of course.
Yes, dude. And they're like, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, because it's funny's funny.
Yeah. And they're also separating themselves.
Yeah.
Right? They're separating from their beliefs and they're putting themselves in the moment and able to have a good time.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
And those are the kinds of people that you can have a conversation with, even if you disagree on a certain thing, because they're not married to their belief.
Yes.
And they probably, if they had, if I'm sure like upbringing, I'm sure people around them have led them to their political leaning. And if they would, and if it would have been a different upbringing, a different community around them, they probably would have went the other way or vice versa. Right.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, you got to be able to separate yourself from it, put yourself in the moment and just have fun. Dude.
Yeah,
just
dude.
fucking don't.
I learned this stat from my psychology professor at Blinn College, which is like the JUCO for Texas A&M.
Yeah, I know, Brian.
Fuck yeah, Buckham, right? Yeah. So
I went to Sam Houston State. So
oh, yeah, that's
there.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not right in the road. But only 30% of folks in their current socioeconomic status in which they are born to leave it, up or down, right? So we are like stuck.
I think it's lower than that.
It's probably lower than that.
I think your chances of jumping a tax bracket, I think it's really low.
Or going below. That's the stat. So what I'm getting at is that we are all made from our environment, right? And so just like you have these convictions and these beliefs and all these things that are good, it comes from having a good family and good parenting and good people around you, right? You take that and you put yourself in like some kind of fucked up situation in New York City where you're not making a lot of money and all this stuff, then all of a sudden communism sounds good.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And so I think at the base level of where you want to get for that connection really is to understand people at a base level as to why they think that way. Because it's infuriating if you don't understand people. If you don't understand them and their position, it sounds fucking crazy.
And that's when you get mad at each other. Because you're not taking the time to dive into maybe why they feel that way. And then usually after a conversation, you probably end up meeting somewhere in the middle anyways.
Yep.
Because most people, I don't believe that most people want all guns taken away.
No.
I think they don't want you to be able to buy it on your lunch break. Like,
hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. But now as I've become more... like as I've bought more guns and I'm like learning the processes, I'm realizing that gun control overall is pretty fucking dumb anyways. Literally the stock on my AR makes it either illegal or legal. Just the stock on it. The mechanism of the gun changes none. It shoots the exact same. It does the exact same kind of damage. What it is if a barrel is less than 16 inches, you have to have a pistol stock on it. That makes it legal. If you have a rifle stock on it, that makes it a felony. And it's that fucking dumb.
Really?
And people don't understand, like, that's the gun control that you're voting for. Like, it's not actually stuff that makes sense. It's not actually making anything harder to get. All it does is just make people do things that's not changing anything.
Well, then you're saying it's not gun control is the problem. You're saying incorrect gun control is the problem.
Well, they're making the people who are going through it legally, they're making it harder, and they're making it easier for you to get in trouble. But the people who are going the illegal path. So how much of the world do you think the black market makes up of the world economy?
Of the black market in the world?
Yeah. Like actually black and gray market. Sorry. The stat is black and gray market. Gray market is like things that are like non-violent, that are technically breaking the law, but it's not that like big of a deal. What do you think the percentage is?
20 for black, 30 for black and gray.
Damn. So you think it would be 50% of the entire world economy?
No. Like a collective. If it was just black market.
No. So like how much of the black and gray market you think makes up the entire world economy?
20 to 30%.
Yeah, it's like 35%.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And so 35% of people are going to go through and get their guns illegally.
Yeah.
And so you're making it harder and also easier for someone who's doing it legally to get arrested. That's their quote unquote gun control, because the person who is doing it illegally doesn't give a fuck about the pistol brace or a rifle brace. They're going to have a rifle brace on it with a 12-inch barrel. That's a felony, but they don't give a fuck because they're committing a felony because they're buying a gun illegally.
So what do you think the solution is for that specifically?
I don't know. That's why it's a nuanced, complicated topic that you can't make a strong opinion on in 45 seconds on a fucking TikTok reel.
Yeah.
Because it is a complicated and a nuanced discussion. I strongly believe in the Second Amendment because you've seen time and time again what happens to countries when they give it up. Again, the UK, digital IDs. You know, like...
The UK is the canary in the coal mine, yeah.
Like, what happened in Australia during COVID camps, people being taken away. Like, Australia was a wild fucking place during that time too.
Yeah.
You know, vaccine mandates, vaccine passports, all these crazy things that places enacted because there is no threat of a revolution. In America, I believe most people probably don't have it in them to do what was necessary. However, there's always that somewhat of a potential threat, right? The government always has to be somewhat wary. That's why it's been such a slow and long burn where it's very minute and minor things over a long period of time, because you're like, they're spying on me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing nothing illegal.
Yeah.
And people become acceptant of these things, right? You hear it all the time. Oh, I don't care. They have all my information. But we've gotten so comfortable with it because now we're at the point where BlackRock bought Ancestry.com. What are they doing with our DNA?
Yo, for real?
You know, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking obvious.
And we've gotten so comfortable with these things. That should make you very uncomfortable. A company that is worth $11 trillion, worth more than every country in the world except for the US and China, has access to your full-blown DNA. What could they possibly do with that? Dude. Well, they could make a virus way stronger than COVID, way more efficient, because COVID was man-made. And so if COVID was man-made, they obviously didn't do a very good job with it. So what can we do to ensure that they do a better job? Oh, I don't know. They could buy your DNA. I could buy the company that hosts your DNA. Now I have that DNA. Now I can make a virus that is 1,000 times stronger, and I can be way more efficient with it, right? And people would be like, "Oh, that's conspiratorial." Oh, no, we just saw a man-made virus hit us, and people were terrified. And all it was the flu on a little bit. A flu turned up just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
It did affect some people different. Some people really got fucking whoops.
Of course, but the flu also whoops people all the time.
Excellent point. But to your point, it was geared towards killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
100%.
Like, you don't just make a disease like that for fucks and giggles.
No,
You know what I
it
mean?
was on purpose.
Yes. And the whole thing about we don't know where it came from, and they knew exactly where it came from.
It came from the whole time
That's
because
what
we
I'm
were
getting at.
funding it, dude.
It's just exhausting.
It's
exhausting.
You're not wrong.
Yes.
But that's the reason why I think I am a good person to do what I do, because it's, again, it's very similar in the sense of like, you
You got the gusto for it, dude.
well,
You
it's
really do.
like Joe Rogan. Like, it's like, this doesn't, the truth brings me peace. Like, it doesn't affect me throughout the day. Like, I'm not having a bad day because of any of this. I'm aware. It makes me less naive. It makes me more educated to make a better decision for the kid that I'm raising, right? For my family, for like, where should we live? Where should we go? Like, we also take advantage here in Austin that we live in a blue city in a red state. In a very red state. We live in a blue city. That's a beautiful thing because we have that fucking balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that yin and yang. And if you don't have the balance, you see these blue states with blue cities, they're trashed. They're trashed.
Yeah.
Chicago, LA, now New York, freaking Philadelphia. These cities are getting ramsacked by fentanyl, by fucking trank dope. Have you seen?
No.
Have you
what
seen?
the
Have you seen
fuck,
fentanyl
dude?
2.0?
No.
Have you seen? You haven't seen
It's
people's
called trank dope?
You haven't seen people's flesh burning off, like falling off.
No.
Taylor.
Do you want to see it?
I
Yes,
mean, look,
yes.
we're this deep.
No. Give him a choice of if he wants
Damn,
to
now
see
why is she so upset? This is.
Fucking yeah, dude. Put some respect on my name, dog.
She's essentially calling you a pussy. She's checking in. She's checking in with your vagina.
No, dude. She's doing me a solid. Absolutely. let's.
It's disgusting. Yes.
We are this far deep.
Let's just keep fucking going.
Curiosity is going to kill me. I need to see some trank dope.
Yeah.
Will it make me a little annoyed that it exists? Yes.
So,
But I need to be ahead
allegedly,
in case I try
allegedly this last week, the cartels, and I don't know if it was the help of the U.S. government or what, but apparently they have shut down a large portion of the actual like fentanyl trade, because the cartels aren't fucking. They're not for it either. You see them killing people in Mexico, like pharmacists, and leaving them.
Last call.
No, put it up.
Just
Come on.
block the baby's eyes, please. I don't want her to see that.
Look at this shit, dude.
Yo! Whoa, wow, wow! Oh, shit!
And that's from a drug.
Oh,
That's from a drug. What is it called again?
I just typed in trank dope.
No. I'm talking about what is the actual?
It starts with an I.
trank dope is it
Yeah,
rotting, trank burn? So, like people putting it in between their toes. You see that? That's like a needle thing.
Yeah.
They're putting it in their
Yeah. So it's heroin. It's heroin 4.0 because
What?
fentanyl is 2.0, right? Or fentanyl was like the step up from heroin, and then now here we are.
Oh my god!
And so, have you seen the videos of the people like being zombies in the streets?
I see that.
Have you seen like the
seen
people
that
like
in
getting
real
stuck,
life.
like falling over?
Yeah, I've seen that in real life.
That's what they're on. So it's horse tranquilizer or what is it? Elephant tranquilizer. It's the xylophane. Is that what is it? Sorry, my bad.
Oh my!
I'm hyped up, dude. This edible did the opposite of chill me out, dude. Milo, whatever you're putting in there, keep fucking doing it,
Fucking
dude.
trank dope, bro.
Doing it.
He put trank dope in these edibles.
Xylophane? Xylazine, yeah. So xylazine
Sounds like allergy
and
medicine.
fentanyl,
Yeah.
and they're mixing them together.
Yo.
And that's the outcome. And so the cartel, there was 2 chemists in Sinaloa that the cartel murdered, hung them from the bridge with a sign that says, anyone who sells fentanyl, distributes fentanyl, makes fentanyl, this is what's going to happen. And they left. I shit you not, this picture is insane. It was on Trafficked, episode 1, Mariana Van Zeller. So for all the people like, oh, that's not happening. It fucking happened. They left a pile of 20,000 fentanyl pills. 20,000 just sitting there in the middle of in the middle of this like warehouse.
I love how educated you are on this shit. That's wild.
I'm just
That's
educated
wild.
educated is like a
You were in this shit, dog. You know
I just
shit.
pay attention, dude.
There's a difference. You're going out and finding the information. Paying attention is like, oh, okay.
because again,
nice.
that truth gives me peace. So that's why I think I am a good person
So
for
knowing
this,
about
because this
Trank
doesn't,
makes you feel chill.
well, it just makes me aware.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like,
It does the opposite of making him feel chill because he sits there and stresses about it all day.
I don't stress about it. What I stress, no, hold on.
Problem solving.
That's not true.
Okay.
What I stress about is that people are too comfortable with what's happening.
I agree.
And if it continues to happen at this rate, it will happen in our lifetime.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I have a small child there that is going to be on this planet when this shit takes place. And that's what stresses me out.
Yeah.
It's not fucking that Trank Dope is happening. It's not that any of this is happening. It's the fact that people are giving up. That's what stresses me out.
Yeah.
It's the people who don't care enough about it, or they don't think it's that big of a deal, or they don't think it's going to eventually affect them. But it will, and it is coming.
That's why I think this thing that you're doing is so good, because eventually you're going to have, Lord willing, like thousands of people on this shit, and you're doing it for a very long time, right? You're going to meet people along the way who you start to understand them, and you start to see why it is the way that they think. And then you can craft an opinion and like hopefully like a thought process that helps you communicate this frustration with people that doesn't get them to act.
Yeah.
And then that'll carry over, you know, like it'll be motivation carrying on.
But that's the scary part. What is the solution?
I think
the solution is unfortunately violence. At some, like, that's the scary part.
To your point, these things are nuanced and they take 45-minute long conversation. I think we start there. You know what I mean?
But people are already past the point of talking. Or like there is a majority, I think there's more people less willing to have a conversation than there are people to have a conversation.
I think also that is a fabricated lie from people in power to make us separate from each other. Like, don't talk to these fucking people. There are people, you know, or all the stories of people clashing with each other that get bolstered to the top. They want us to think that we're not going to sit here and listen to each other.
Of course.
Dude, I swear to you, there are comedians who their jokes fucking disgust me, but we will sit back in the green room and have a wonderful conversation. Like one guy talks about killing dogs. I fucking hate that. But me and him are really fucking tight.
That's
you know
a crazy premise.
I hate that premise.
It's a crazy
so
premise.
I fucking hate that. But he makes it funny.
Does he make it work?
Yeah, he makes it work.
Well,
I'm not gonna ruin his
then,
bit.
I mean,
Spencer Caven's a very funny guy.
If you can make it work,
yeah.
then anything's funny. I'll laugh at anything.
I agree. But we can all get together on a base level and have these conversations, and you can convey that frustration, and somebody's going to be like, you know what? I agree with you, not on everything, but you are fucking American.
But you know what the issue? You know what the like? So here's what they were talking about. Andy Frisella was talking about this in yesterday's podcast episode. He was talking about that the release of AI was very timed and very perfect. Because now
fucking boss.
all this stuff is coming out, right? And all these things are coming out, but they're so hard to prove.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't have concrete data. A lot of them don't have these very like, boom, this is it,
What are you
right?
talking about, like specific examples?
Like a Tylenol. Let's take Tylenol for example, right? Let's take Tylenol, right?
Yeah.
Tylenol themselves tweeted that you should not take Tylenol while you're pregnant in 2019.
It's on the package.
They said it themselves.
Yeah.
Doctors tell you that it is the only thing that you can take all the time. They told Taylor that. They've told mothers that for the longest time. They've always pushed Tylenol. Taylor was aware of it, never took it. Whether or not it is truly linked or causation or correlation or whatever the fuck it is, we should A, still be able to have a conversation about it.
Absolutely.
B, we should be able to do real studies that aren't co-opted, that aren't paid for, that aren't ran by the powers that be. We should have independent science. Like Abe talked about this. So, you know, Abe was he was in a PhD program.
That wilded out.
He was
Like,
researching.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he was was doing viruses, stem cells, things like that, right?
That's why he's so big.
I talked to him about I talked to him about
yeah, what's up, Abe?
I talked to him about COVID, not on air. So I won't talk about it, but we talked about it, and it's just like, dude, they fucking knew. They knew so soon. It was so obvious.
It's so obvious.
It was so obvious. Yeah. And you weren't allowed to talk about it.
In Texas, we sure as fuck did. But on the internet.
You weren't allowed to talk about it, dude.
Yeah,
it wasn't until last year that you could say it came from the Wuhan lab and you didn't get any more pushback. Even though there's still people that deny it.
Yeah.
But last year was like the first year you could finally
Remember it was racist to say that?
Yeah.
Remember it was racist to say that?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. Knowing there's a coronavirus lab right there in the city. It's more racist to say they got it from a fucking bat.
Nah, dude.
That's
dirty
all-
fucking market. That's accurate as shit.
It just doesn't make any
Dirty
sense because that's just not
Chinese.
how viruses fucking work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, you know, people are going to be like, oh, well, what the fuck, you know, you're not a biologist. You're right. I don't. But I do listen to people who...
Also, I think you worry way too much about what people are going to say about your thoughts.
I don't... not anymore. No, I don't give a fuck no more.
Good, because who gives a fuck what they say, dude?
I did previously. That's why I quit the first time. Because it got weird. Like, friends stopped talking to you. Like,
Honestly,
people stopped
dude,
talking
if
to you.
people stop talking about opinions you know that you have. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them. If
I
they're not
agree.
willing to have a conversation, fuck them.
I agree.
Oh, man, I cut so many people
I'm
out
at
of my
that
life,
now.
dog. Oh,
I'm at
yeah.
that now,
That's
right?
what leaving.
But...
Yeah.
It is, dude. It's fucking... I feel good because
you got
now we
going
can
on
just
with
have
me.
a fucking conversation, right?
Yes.
Because again, that's all we're doing is having conversations. It's all Joe Rogan does. It's all Chris Williamson does. It's all Lex Fridman does. It's all any of these guys do.
Yeah, they just have great conversations.
They just have conversations, and then you can then extrapolate. You can take parts and pieces. You can then go and deep dive into things. Like it's just so crazy. Like Peter McCall.
What is he?
Mc,
Carlo?
McCullough.
Peter McCullough?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
McCullough.
Yeah.
McCullough, yeah.
Gotcha.
Doctor in Dallas, huh?
I said I could have told you that.
Yeah, thanks.
McCullough is my grandmother's married name.
Oh, yeah, that is a white last name, isn't it? McCullough.
It is, for sure.
White as hell.
What did he do?
The most published doctor of all time. Came on Joe Rogan and was talking about how he was treating patients with ivermectin.
Yeah.
They tried to take his medical license. They told him that they called him like, oh, pseudoscience, oh, fake doctor, da 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 da. The most published doctor of all time. Again, I'm not saying that you have to go be like, take his word as worship, but he should be heard. He should be able to
He has an incredible amount of ethos.
He should 100% be able to have a discussion. Regardless if you agree or disagree, regardless if you wanted to take the vaccine and didn't want to do anything else, whatever, fine, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Even like then it started there, right? And then Dr. Robert Malone has like 13 patents in the mRNA, and then they constantly demonized him. They poked holes in it. They tried to figure out how they could discredit him, and they're constantly doing that, right? And then it gets to the point where it's like we know that they were at least somewhat right.
Yeah.
They were right about a lot of things. Sure, maybe they didn't. Like, we have to get away from this. Like, if someone talks for 3 hours and they're right for 2 hours and 57 minutes, but there's a 3-minute excerpt that is wrong, we have to get away from this discrediting the 2 hours and 57 minutes.
To your point, there is a mass media manufactured system to take clips, make people look like assholes.
Yep.
To your point.
Yep.
And that's not going to go away. Dude.
They changed Joe Rogan's face.
Remember,
they put a filter on him, dude.
He looked like a fucking Simpson.
He looked so sickly, dude. He looked like he was dying. And he was just fine.
Yeah, he was working out. I think
He took horse dewormer.
Yeah. No, it's a trip, but it's not going to go away. It's just we have to figure out how to circumvent that shit now. We have to keep talking to people.
Yeah.
And that's what I think.
And I think we're doing better, right? But what does scare me is just the fact that slowly other states begin to crack. And then they begin to vote for their own Mandami.
What's your backup plan? What's your backup plan?
What do you mean?
If everything goes to shit sideways in a heartbeat. Because you said it yourself, it happens quick. 30 years.
It does.
Fucking UK went from knives to guns to all
I'm
that
not
shit.
nearly prepared enough, but I've been taking small steps.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have bought more firearms. I've bought more ammo.
You wouldn't move? Just like get the fuck out of Dodge.
Well, I think right now we live in an okay place for things, right? I think Austin in all its whole is very moderate, even though it
Absolutely.
is, and in Naval, I got one more thing for you. Naval said this, and I don't remember exactly, so I'm going to see if you can find it. Naval talks about how in his home, he's a he's a social, like, he breaks it down.
Who's Naval?
This very, very wise gentleman. I think he was an entrepreneur, software guy, but now he just makes these ever so often. If you type in Naval, like Naval, you'll find what I'm talking about. If you talk about like his I don't know, political pyramid, for the lack of better terms, huh?
Naval Ravikant?
Yeah, probably.
I think.
I don't know his last name.
One of them.
This is the guy.
I see this guy all over the place.
So this guy is extremely wise. When you hear him talk, he's very, very smart. He's very look up, like, I don't know how to explain it, but with the lack of better terms,
AngelList.
He talks about like a political pyramid, where he talks about how in his family he's a communist. In his no, not political affiliation. Type in he essentially, as she looks it up, the point is, that's a.
It was the first thing.
He talks about it. Yes, I think this might be it. Let me see.
We all want to be socialist. Capitalism comes from the head because they're always cheaters.
This is one of his quotes, but this is not what I was talking about. But
so when you're young, if you're not a socialist, you have no heart. When you're older, if you're not a capitalist, you have no head. You haven't thought it through. So I understand where it comes from. I always like Nassim Talat's framing of this, where he said,
oh wait,
my family.
Yes, here it is.
With my close friends, I'm a socialist. At my state level politics, I'm a Democrat. At higher levels, I'm a Republican, and at the federal level, I'm a libertarian. So basically, the larger the group of people you have massed together with different interests, the less trust there is, the more cheating there is, the better the incentives have to be aligned, the better the system has to work, the more you go towards capitalism. The smaller the group you're in your kibbutz, you're in your commune, you're in your house, you're in your tribe, by all means be a socialist. With my aunts, with my brother, with my cousins, with my uncles, with my mom, with my family, I'm a socialist. That's the right way to live a loving, happy, integrated life. Yes. But when you're dealing with strangers, you want to be a real socialist, great. Open all your doors and windows tomorrow. Please, everybody, come do what you want. See how it works out. Socialism comes from the heart. Right?
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
That episode is considered one of Joe Rogan's best interviews of all time. I think it was in like 2016, 2015, something like that. And I can never remember verbatim, but that portion right there has completely just changed the way that I think about things, the way that I view things, the way that I try to be compassionate with. Because like he says, if you're young and you're not a socialist, you don't have a heart. If you're old and you're not a capitalist, you don't have a head. And you see it, dude. You see these old folks that are out, like these 50-year-olds, these 50-year-olds that are out there in these like No Kings protests. And it's just like,
that's wild.
Y'all are like, what?
That's wild.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? How did you get there? That's for a young, like, you let the young people be that naive. How the fuck are you 50 and still haven't been smacked in the face enough? Like, I don't know. But that shit sticks with me because I think that makes so sense.
Well, that's such a well-balanced thought process.
I agree.
And you notice he's not not saying that we think like this, but he's not vilifying people. At the end of the day, it's sympathy. He feels bad for people who think like that. He's like, yeah, if you're a socialist on the grand scale, where are your doors and windows going to be? That comes from a perspective of like, look, dude, be better. Like, I'm not saying that communist at all is a bad thing. I don't think it works. I think that it's empathetic, but I don't think it's ever worked in history.
It's also been very bad.
It's also been incredibly bad.
Very bad.
For a lot of countries.
Venezuela, Colombia.
We fucked Venezuela over too, though. We
always have. We always have like a little bit, you know?
But what I'm getting at is that it comes from a place of sympathy, and ultimately, I think you are incredibly sympathetic, and it's like you're thinking about like a kid who just doesn't want to listen when it comes to these people. It's like, wake the fuck up. You're 18. You're about to go in the real world and get a fucking job.
Yeah.
You know, where you're coming from is a place of empathy and sympathy, and I think that's why it frustrates you. But I would use that it's like a guiding light of like, ultimately our goal is to make the people around us better.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Because if we start cutting down, then people are just there's no cohesion to that.
Yeah, that's why I said earlier. I was like, I didn't mean to call you idiots. Like again,
I don't know. I'm not picking on that.
But to your point though, because I recognize that. I recognize that all this like gotcha moments going back and forth. Whereas like maybe both sides like they have their points, right? Maybe somebody I follow on the left, they post something that's gotcha, and I'm like, all right, valid. And then people on the right are like, oh well, what about this? And I gotcha. And it's like, fuck, all right, both of y'all are right, right? But what is this doing?
Yeah,
all this is doing is just making us go this way.
It's just making us distract.
I try when I do post things, I don't try to call anybody retarded or idiots or say any like names attached to it. I just try to post just the post itself, and then people can extrapolate whatever fucking thought they have on it themselves. Like I posted the right after Mondami got elected, I posted that New York's been using these Philippines for $3 an hour. Right, and it's just like,
that's fucking hilarious.
Was it good timing?
Dude,
all right, maybe.
The Filipino ethnicity is such an easy target. Using Philippines at McDonald's, dog.
That's crazy. But imagine walking into a business and you're gonna go get a coffee, and you walk in and there's a tablet sitting there with a face on the other end that's not even there.
I ran into that somewhere. I forget where it was, but it was like completely autonomous restaurant, and just dude, it was so sucking. So good. Thinking that was like 50 to 100 jobs that somebody could have had.
That, and it's just not what we're supposed to do.
No.
It's not what humans are supposed to do. We're supposed to communicate with each other.
So isolating.
And we're not isolated creatures. That's why we divide into teams, because we want to be around community. Absolutely. We want to be around people, but yet we neglect our actual community, our neighbors, the people around us, the people that actually have the actual ability to impact us directly.
Yes.
Right? Like being able to call your neighbor and be like, hey dude, I left the door unlocked, or I left the garage down. Can you go close it? Or whatever the case may be, right? Being able to do that is it's so important, because there's like
on a bigger level, not just neighbors, but you being able to ride with Abe to a competition, like that's huge.
Wait, why? What does that have to do with this?
Didn't y'all go to like San Antonio or something like that? Mm-hmm. I consider him a friend and a neighbor in a sense. I'm saying outside of just being neighbors.
Oh, sure. Like
with our little communities. Yeah. Right? Like that's amazing. Y'all be willing to share a car together like that and go someplace to support each other. Yeah. That's huge.
That's why we got to go to Who's Number One.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so tight.
Oh, you see that segue and the plug.
Segway alert. Woo!
We have to go, bro. Like.
So yeah, absolutely. If I can make it, I will. But that's a beautiful thing, dude. Not many people who are adults that are our age get that level of enthusiasm for a friend,
because they're boring,
because they're retarded and stupid idiots.
I was gonna say gay, but
gay idiots, dude. Fuck them.
But it's like, because again, it goes back to what you're saying. People have given up. Yeah. This takes effort. Yeah. Every fucking day for me. This takes effort. I love a grind, dude. It takes effort to keep this mood, to keep this there's times where you start slipping, and there's times where I catch myself getting a little irritated, and I'll kind of snap back a little bit, and I'm like, fuck, okay, let me take a step back. Because it takes goddamn effort to feel like this and be like this every single day. It takes fucking effort, and people don't put in the goddamn effort to be happy. You don't just be happy. It takes effort. It's a fucking grind, just like everything else in this world. And everything worth fucking doing is hard.
It's hard.
It's fucking hard.
Dude.
It's fucking hard, dude. Did I want to wake up this morning and cut clips? No, I wanted to stay in bed and cuddle. Of course. But everything worth doing is fucking hard.
Dude, the first 3 or 4 open mics I did, there was like 5 people in an empty bar. Nobody laughed. And the feeling of everybody watching you and, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor. You're amazing.
Can you double check that camera? Make sure it's still going.
The feeling, dude, of just like nobody liking the shit you got going on. And you feel like isolated in that sense, and nobody's laughing at what you got. It's like if you're talking to me, I'm just looking at you like you're a fucking idiot, but there's 5 of us and you're on stage.
Yeah.
That's fucking hard.
It's humbling.
It's very hard. It's very humbling. But at the end of the day, 8 months later, you get a fundraiser show with a sold-out situation and a whole bunch of people clapping and laughing and know that you put that together. But that took time and took work. But it was worth it. You know, but I know people don't understand that. They get a job that's like close six figures, and they have a house that they're renting, and then, no offense to that, but like, no, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying they're in a situation.
Personal.
No. It's not. They're just stuck. They're stuck in this comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're pursuing something you love, of course. She's pursuing something that she loves. You have a kid together, like you got things going on. But we all get in this situation where we're comfortable, and it's scary to step out of that.
Yeah, because it's easy.
But you've crossed that threshold, and you have that feeling telling people, get out of the fucking matrix. Get out of it. It's bullshit. You're just gonna be sad and 84 and fucking want to keep. You're on a bunch of different medications. You never took care of your body because you thought fat shaming was bad.
Yeah, and then technology is so good that it keeps you alive, and you're fucking miserable, and your bones don't work, and your muscles don't work, and you're nothing. But technology just continues to get better, and you live to 120, but you're miserable for the last 80 years of your life.
And you have no memories because everything was the same. And that's what I'm saying. All of this needs to come from a place of like sympathy and empathy, because people don't understand that that's where they're going to end up. Dude, we're on the revolution of technology.
But how many more people have to tell you?
Honestly, dude, I think this is a little bit of natural selection. I think we are the type of people who are going to, Lord willing, God has a plan for everything, but we're the kind of people who are going to be influential, and we're going to do well, and we're going to be successful, and we're not going to be drugged down by those around us that are trying to do so, and everything's going to work out the way it should because we worked our ass off. I truly believe that. People like us. And I think people are going to be around that, just being like, oh, fucking, genetics or whatever, silver spoon, and we're going to be okay, and they're not. But still, we don't want that to be a small group. We want we want a high tide to raise all boats.
Absolutely.
In every facet.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. I post what I post, oftentimes without captions, just in the sense of like, just that reminder of like, dude, I'm just a normal, talking like I fucking, like people are watching, right? But it's the point. People are though. The point of it is like, I have a full-time job. I pursue multiple hobbies.
Yes.
I have bills just like everybody else. I have a kid now, just like people.
Yes.
And I'm still getting up, take the dog for the walk. I still try to make time for every single thing. Yeah. Every single thing. Yeah. All day long. Going from 7 a.m. to fucking 10, 11. Like, we sit down and we watch one episode usually at night, maybe two, at about 9:45, 10 o'clock. That's when my fucking day stops. But everything in between, it's fucking never ending.
And you say, oh, people are watching, whatever. No, it's good that you say these things because people are going to look at you and you're charismatic and you're very good at talking and you have the studio and you have a lovely family. They're going to think that guy fucking was born. He didn't have to work a day in his life. It's good that you say those things because then people will say, I can do shit like that too.
Well, I'm sure people do think that way because I don't post anything about work. I never post nothing about
Jordan's
it.
Rich as fuck. Yeah. His dad owns Taco Bell.
Yeah, the truth comes out.
Dude. His kid's going to Harvard already. It's ridiculous. He's got a trust fund.
Yeah, my dad, who's retired from the military, we've been rich this entire fucking time.
No, dude, your dad's Jewish.
Yeah, we work in finance.
Rich.
Yeah, dude. We work in finance. We own like 6 banks. I never had to work.
Wouldn't that be fucking banging, dude? Me and Cosmo talk about that all the time. Like, if we could just press the easy button, would we do it? And we joke about it, and like we'd win the lottery. But I think, honestly, we'd be fucking miserable. Like, we would have all this shit.
I don't think we would be miserable. I think the majority of people are miserable when that happens, right?
Yeah.
However, we've been talking about this. It's like, I see what Joe Rogan does being rich as fuck. And I'm like, dude, that's exactly what the fuck I would be doing.
You would also
my own interest.
Team of Navy SEALs.
With my own interest. You fuck, you goddamn right, dude. My own interest, bro. I would be fucking, there's not much about my life that would change. And that's something that he talks about so much. And that's something that he talks about so much. Is he talks about like, look, all this shit happened on accident. Nothing about my life has changed. I just have more money now. And that's exactly what it would be like for me. I believe that would be like for you and Cosmos. Like if you hit that if you hit that easy button, I believe that you and Cosmo would still be working on some kind of business venture together. You would just have more support. It would be bigger and you would just have more support, but you all would still be leaders. You're
actually right on this one.
And then you would still be doing stand-up, or you would just be fully doing stand-up, and then the business you would sell it off, or you would allow someone else to take it over, and it's already kind of like built, and
you can just run it
established,
from a
and
distance,
someone
yeah.
can just run it, right?
Yeah.
Or you could run it from a distance. You would put somebody in power who you could pay a very nice salary, and then you could do stand up 24/7, and you would do jiu-jitsu, you would still box, you would still work out, you would still do all these fucking things, but you would have endless amounts of time and endless amounts of money to do those things. And
Yes.
that is what I don't understand about people who are rich and get uberly sad, because it just seems so goddamn easy.
Well, I
bro.
think we developed this personality through hard times. We did. Like this, I'm going to pursue something that I care
I'm
about.
gonna push back.
I mean-
I don't have any hard times. That's why I do jiu-jitsu. That's why I've done Muay Thai. That's why I did CrossFit before that. That's why I've always seeked out these very physically exhausting activities, because look, my parents always made enough where we were right outside the hood. Just right outside. But I could always like glimpse in and be like, oh shit, it could get worse. Like that.
Yeah.
And so I was always like right on the outside. The lights were never turned off on us. You know, the pantry was full, but we're talking about my dad making like 30, 40 G's, but it was a different time, and that's what he was making. And we were doing okay,
Were you
right?
on
We were like
base
right outside.
most of the time?
We were up until a certain point. Yeah.
Okay.
Until about high school, we got off base. But up until then, housing was paid for. We had money for, food. The lights weren't turned off. So we weren't by no means like that broke, but we weren't fucking like that. Like we weren't balling out of control.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have a lot of money. I grew up, like I said, my dad made like 30 G's, 40 G's for the longest time. My mom didn't work. She, every once in a while, she'd pick up a serving job, and then she was just, she mostly just stayed home, and she was a mom. And
That's good.
My dad made,
important.
my dad made what he made, and then eventually, as he ranked up in the military, he ended up making a more comfortable wage, but he never broke six figures.
Yeah.
We're not talking,
You're saying you didn't have any crazy situations where you weren't like
but I
struggling.
would, but yes, but to me, but I personally don't have, I had great parents, there's no like fucked up childhood. I don't have any of that. And so
love that you're
all
really
of this,
positive, yeah.
all of this comes from my own sought out humbling, right? Because life itself hasn't really humbled me. I've only lost my grandpa. My dog's still alive. She's sitting right here. Like life itself wasn't smacking me in the face. And so I sought things out to smack me in the face so that I could gain this perspective, because I was self-aware in the sense of like, oh dude, I've had it pretty fucking easy.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good. Yeah, we didn't have no money, but everything else aside from that, cush as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? And so then I seek out these activities to humble me, to bring me back to reality. Because I didn't have, life wasn't constantly smacking me.
Well, regardless of where you started, you have this personality that makes you seek difficult things, is what I was going to get at. We, collectively, the folks who I think like us, have a drive to constantly learn something new. And that's why with a lot of money, we would just be learning
Doing
more
the same
shit.
thing, yeah.
Exactly. But I think a lot of people are numb to what they love. I don't think a lot of people know what they love.
They gave up.
They gave up.
They gave up.
They gave up. Yeah.
They're not dreaming anymore.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, that's the crux.
And it's the same people that would make fun of us in our 30s, fucking you pursuing a side hobby and me pursuing
Two guys talking about what's your opinion?
It's never gonna go anywhere. Who the fuck cares if it does or doesn't? Because I'm having fucking fun right now.
That's the mentality you gotta have, though.
I'm happy right now. And then after this, I got buddies coming over. We're going to watch the fucking fights while you're still fucking jerking off and being upset about shit. Like no matter, my bills are paid. I do okay for myself. I've set myself up through my own ventures. I have that. And so it's like, I've done this. I've built this. Nothing of this was handed to me. I've done what I've done, and no, it's not miraculous. No, it hasn't been exceptional, but I've done what I've done, and I fucking I'm going to be happy either way.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to blow up. I get to hang out with you. Tomorrow I get to hang out with Dan the man-child. When else do I get to talk to some dude who actually lives in Australia or whatever? We don't get to see each other that much. It's not like we're hanging out that much. You see him at the gym for an hour and then that's it. But then I get to sit down and have these conversations, and then I've now met multiple people just through you, and then I meet multiple people just through these other people, and then it just keeps fucking going.
Yeah, dude, we're so lucky. That's what I was trying to say. Is that at the end of the day, dude, we got it really fucking good. We got it really fucking good. So if I had to press that easy button,
but then that's a cop out, dog.
I don't know if I would.
It's a cop out, because this is something that frustrates me all the time. When people are like, "Oh, well, you just don't know how I feel." or oh, well, you have had it so easy, or something like that, right? It's a cop out, dude. It's a victim mentality. You're taking the easy route because you're not looking inwards and you're not doing any accountability, right? I always talk about this, like, not to call no one out. We'll just talk about people in general, right? They talk about their anxiety. They talk about their depression. They talk about how hard it is to do X, Y, and Z. They talk about, I could never get on stage like Andrew, or, I'd be so worried. I don't know how you go out and compete in front of people, whatever it is, right? And it's narcissistic to believe that you feel any different before getting on that stage than 99% of the people before they get on that stage.
Yeah.
Is there a 1 to 3% of the population that probably has clinical and disgusting anxiety? Truly. Yeah, probably. But it is not the fucking masses that we have grown to accept and think.
Yeah, it's just the word that's thrown out to cover like stress.
That,
If
or
it
it's just,
stresses you out, you have anxiety about it. That's the new Turner phrase.
and it's somewhat of kind of an excuse.
That's what I'm saying. It's an elevated excuse that people have prescribed medication for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
14% of the population are SSRIs.
Yo,
14%.
Yeesh. I actually had the actual clinical anxiety for like 2 years, to where I was having like my heart rate would spike to 180 and I couldn't drive.
Damn.
I couldn't, like, I would have panic attacks in the middle of the road.
What helped?
Therapy was huge because my mom and dad are Hispanic and they don't believe in that shit. They thought therapy was like for white people growing up, just like going to the dentist and all that.
Sure.
But then I started going because I had like money for it, right? And I told her straight out, I was like, I don't want any medication. I just want to do this. And she's like, don't sweat it. She was a therapist for prison folk for years. So she's seen the craziest shit, like rapings and all that kind of stuff. So she worked with me through my stuff, and I told her like what I really felt about things, and like I'm worried that I can't provide for my family because they're both they're from Mexico. I don't know what's going to happen with them, and like if I don't make enough money to support them, or they'll never be able to do X, Y, and Z. And I can't buy a house. If I can't buy a house, and I can't stay in Austin, I can't stay in Austin. I want to stay a job. My little brother, at one point in time, he was fined a criminal charge that it was so small, but my hometown's very. They throw the book at you, and I was worried about him like doing something crazy. Like it was all this shit all at once, and then somebody pulled a gun on me.
Where at?
At a family friends party, and it wasn't so much as like I'm gonna shoot you. It was I'm trying to separate these two gentlemen because they're arguing, and the gun got pulled out, and it's right in front of me, right? And they're saying they're gonna fucking use it to solve the situation. I'm looking at it. In that moment, you have no clue what they're gonna do. So. And then the next day, after I'm taking Marissa home from this event, she fucking snaps her ankle. And then I can't afford hospital bills at the time. So then I'm carrying her around from restroom to restroom, wondering how I'm going to help her pay this off, even though it's not my responsibility. It was all these things. And I had a panic attack, dude, to where like it was 180. And I had to get out in the middle of the road. Felt like an asthma attack because I have asthma and I know what that feels like. And I didn't know what that was. Couldn't put a name on it. I thought I was going to fucking die. And so we talked through all that and how I put a lot of shit on my back. And it's, I depended on myself too much I want to help everybody. That's my fucking problem. That's why whenever you tell me all these stories, I'm like, just don't tell me. You know what I mean?
That's valid.
Yeah. Cause I'm going to want to help. Anyways, so I would spiral to where I couldn't drive. And we avoided medication. We talked through things. She gave me some practices, some breathing, all the woo-woo shit.
The breathing exercises are fucking real.
They're real.
Yeah.
The SEALs do them. All the stuff that people
real,
think are like...
Wim Hof yes, the breathing shit works.
It absolutely works.
1,000%.
100 times it's got me through traffic. Yeah. But it got to a point where I could solve it. And then slowly but surely, I could drive again. It took me 1.5 years. So I know what real anxiety is, and it took me like a full 2 years to get through it, and I know what it feels like, so I have empathy for people like that, but to your point...
But you haven't made it your fucking personality.
No, dude, I don't want people to know about that.
You haven't made it your goddamn personality.
But there are people who they haven't had it hard enough in their daily life, or choosing choosing jits, or choosing something difficult,
something hard,
that they want to feel like they had a tough life. It's that victim mentality.
Yeah.
And so they say, I have anxiety.
Because it gets attention.
Because whenever I go to a coffee shop...
You get sympathy.
Yes, dude.
And sympathy, like... sympathy is awful for people.
Yeah, it is.
It's awful.
Yeah, it really
you should be
is.
empathetic for people.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I tell people all the time, nice is not kind,
No.
right? Just because you're polite to me doesn't mean you're going to go fucking shit on me as soon as you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kindness is like, if you saw something in me and you're like, Andrew, you really need to quit doing fucking trank dope, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this is ruining your life.
Yeah.
That's kindness. Not being like, you know what? It's your life. Do what you want.
Bro, I would have this argument with my ex all the goddamn time.
Oh, yeah.
I would tell her, dude, your friends are sympathetic. They're not fucking good people. They're not empathetic.
They're enabling you.
They're enabling you. You're a alcoholic. They're enabling you by constantly trying to get you to come out. They're enabling. They're not supporting you. No. A real friend is going to be like, hey, get your shit together.
Yeah.
We can go through it together, but you're going to need to start taking steps in the right direction.
Out of love. It's out of love.
You have to take steps in the right direction, though, because then it becomes to a certain point where it's like, all right, dude, you're on your own. Sorry,
You're a grown man. I'm out of here.
Yeah. And then people get mad at you when you do that. But it's like, no, there has to be some accountability. And that's why empathy is the answer and not sympathy, because there has to be some level of accountability. I'm going to help you up to a certain point of you not making better decisions. And past that point, it's like, well, fuck, dude. What am I like? I can't.
At some point, it becomes a detriment to you.
Yeah, and you can't stop and pause your whole life for that person.
Yeah.
You know, it's something I talk about. It's one of the driving reasons for me taking care of myself, because at some point, dude, it is selfish to not take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got
It
a little
is
one.
selfish because you're going to become someone else's burden at some point.
Oh, that's a word, dude. Preach
My mom's
that.
going through it right now.
Yeah.
She's up there in Delaware taking care of my great grandma, and and to be completely fair, it's not the exact same situation. My great grandma's 104 at this point, right? She did everything right? She did
God,
it.
grandma.
And it's not the correct example, but the point is like, eventually you're going to become someone else's burden. Either you're going to become someone else's burden at 104, okay, respectable,
Or 52.
or 52.
Yeah. Yeah.
You make the choice, because again, technology and medication and pharmaceuticals are so good at keeping you alive at this point. You will go from 52 to 90 still, unless you are morbidly obese. and then you probably will die somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
But if you're just a normal, unhealthy American, you're gonna still live,
dude,
because we're so good at it.
So speaking of anxieties and making it kind of like more about you than it is about somebody else.
Narcissism.
Masked
and mental health.
I have friends who they've heard my bit about getting my dad deported. And they heard my mom was coming to the show. And she surprised me and all that stuff. And I did the bit, I did the show, I did the whole my dad got deported. I shout out my mom. And the bit goes well. Like it killed. Everybody had a good time. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, fuck, my mom's going to be so disappointed, because my friends genuinely were concerned that if they heard that, they were going to look up my dad and get him deported, which you can't. So anyways, I text my mom after the show. I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry about that. Saying the dad joke or whatever, because, I know it's weird, but dude, she doubles down. And she was like, your dad didn't want to come to the show because he was worried that ICE was going to barricade the doors. She made another joke after that, right? She and I was like, oh my God, dude, I've been so far removed from the one woman in my life who gave me my sense of humor that I actually thought this was going to
be upset,
Yeah. But she made a joke about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think our little bubble of like who's in our generation drives us fucking crazy, because they have these thought processes, man. I was so scared about this joke that my mom thought was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
In the middle of the show, she goes, his dad talks like that for real. She yelled that out, dog. She was like, yeah, his dad sounds so Mexican.
Most of the shit is just not real.
No, dude. It's not real.
It's not real.
So much of this shit's not real.
It's not. It's things, and because go back, I want to go back to like when I quit the first time and like people not talking to me. Dude, it's just fucking people being adults.
Yeah.
And it was me making more out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, was there probably some people who didn't agree or disagree or did agree, whatever? Yeah, sure. But the distance is just being fucking, just being an adult.
What a mature observation.
It's just being an adult.
That was really good.
Right? And so it's like,
Yeah.
and to your point, it's the same thing, man. It's just
Yeah.
fucking made up. And that's why
Yeah.
it drives me up the wall when someone is like, oh, you just don't know what it feels like to be me. Oh, you just don't understand.
Yeah.
No, most of us feel the same way about the same shit.
Unless they're like
people-
paraplegic or some crazy shit like that. I get it. But most of the
course,
time,
right?
we go through all the same shit.
Again,
we have
there's
the same
always-
breakups, same you cheated on me, same,
Yeah.
you know, I only had $8 in my bank account. Like all this shit happens to everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's had their heart broken.
Yeah.
Unless you married your high school sweetheart and you got really,
At
really
one
lucky.
point, dog, y'all probably aren't actually working out. Like, I'm, like if you married your high school sweetheart,
Chances are,
chances are
40 is going to be rough.
or you're going to turn to swingers.
Yeah, I mean-
You know, I mean, there's just I don't understand that mentality, dog. Like
I mean, you know, hey, again, you know,
not to shit on it.
it probably works for a smaller portion. It goes back to being trans. Like most people end up
It all
committing.
goes back to
they
being
end
trans.
up,
It all
they end
goes
up-
back.
a lot of people who go trans prior to being 18 end up committing suicide.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeesh.
because they've made a drastic decision before even being fucking 18. Dude, your brain hasn't even developed until 24.
Or-
for some men, it's not even until like 28, 29.
If you're a girl and,
it's just
and
like,
you carry around that giant hog that we saw, dude,
dude, that was wild.
that was.
I can't unsee that, dude.
Wouldn't you kill yourself if you were like a girl and you got that all of a sudden and now you don't want it anymore? You just have the giant fucking hog. I would hang myself by it. I would hang myself with it.
Imagine being a dude with that hog and being like, I should be a girl. There's guys with micro penises
Oh my God.
that want to fucking stab you in the eye right now, bro.
Oh, what is the bit? The bit. Oh, Ricky Gervais has a whole bit about Ricky Gervais is a phenomenal UK comedian. Started the original Office in the UK.
Oh, if I saw him, yeah, I think, okay.
He's phenomenal. He's a diehard liberal, but has been making his way across. But he has this whole bit about like Bruce Jenner going to get like after he won the golden medal at the Olympics, and his doctor was like, Bruce, you're a giant man. You want to cut off that giant cock that you probably have, which is the truth. He's a giant guy, and he probably had a huge fucking member. You know what I mean? And he's like, nah, cut this shit off.
Yeah.
You need to.
But you know, she did it at the right age. Yeah, I mean, okay, but you know, I mean, like
responsibly. Did it responsibly.
responsibly.
I would agree.
Yeah, responsibly, right?
Gender did it responsibly.
But fucking with the kids, knock it off.
Yeah.
And for all you celebs that have it, fucking like, you take 10 celebrities and like 4 of them have a trans kid, bro. You are fucking weird.
That
You're weirdos.
is an odd stat.
You're weirdos.
A lot of them are
dude.
celebrities.
You're weirdos.
Yeah.
You are grooming your child based on some. Again, I don't think it's predatory by nature. I think it is masked with narcissism and with the mental health issue. I think it's masked. I think it's
a lot of
it's
things.
so much shit masked
It's a
into
lot
it,
of
right?
stuff. But it is a sign of the times. Like it's not. This is relatively new for our country as a thing. Like it's a byproduct of what's going on.
Yeah, and you're trying to get more attention through your kid.
Which for the folks out there who did that, because I think there was somebody in the news where like they did that and then their kid wanted to be immediately reassigned, but they couldn't do it and like they felt like shit. That's fucked.
Dude, you know we had a word for this growing up, right? Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Oh, whenever you keep fucking with your kid to get more feel like you're doing more caregiving.
It's the same thing,
Yeah.
but we just stopped calling it that. Did that just go away?
Was that,
you never hear that no more? But that's what it is.
Gypsy Rose chick, right? In this situation.
Who's Gypsy Rose?
Taylor, you know who Gypsy Rose is, right? Yeah, she's her mom poisoned her for years.
Oh yeah,
And then her and her boyfriend fucking murked her mom.
yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, dude.
That's the exact. Like
She
that's
just
the
got out of
concept.
prison.
The same thing happened to Eminem.
She just got out of prison and then she immediately went and tweeted the horniest shit that anybody's ever read in their life. Yeah, it was wild. She's like,
Is she hot?
his name's Gypsy Rose, dude. You got a 50-50 shot, right?
Yeah.
She was like talking about
it could go one way or
riding
another,
the
dude.
fuck out of her boyfriend and stuff like that. Yeah, she's a trip.
They made a movie about it called Mommy Dead and Davis.
But then she just murked her mom.
Murked her mom with her boyfriend. They made a plan and everything.
You
But it was after they found out.
This is it's something that I always joke about. It's like It's the difference between rape and murder.
Huh.
If you came up to me and was like, Jordan, I just raped somebody, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
And then we're fighting. But if you came up to me, hey, Jordan, I just murdered somebody, I'd be like, all right, sit down.
Let's figure this out.
Tell me what happened first.
Yeah. I see your point.
There's so many things that you could say after the fact that'd be like, fuck, dude, what we gotta do? But rape is not like it does not work for rape.
It's
There's
like with
nothing.
Kids. There's nothing about kids that you could say I had a justification for it.
Zero.
I can't think of one.
That's why rape and pedophilia, those motherfuckers should be on death row every time.
You know, I was talking to my therapist about that too. I don't understand how somebody can get pleasure from raping somebody. And I think that is a genuine mental illness. Genuine mental illness.
There has to be something in there.
But it's weird that it's
control, power.
It's an actual thing. She had said that.
What's like CEOs, you know, like CEOs have like very, they usually have like dominatrix fetishes.
Did I tell you about that time I went to that brothel?
No.
Okay. So I went to a brothel in Reno, Nevada. And I wasn't gonna go, but I was 22.
I stumbled in one accidentally. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, 22. I feel like we had the same story. You went there for the wings too, right?
I just went for a massage.
I just went there for the food. No, but it was at my internship at Google. I was building a data center, like in part of the project. And there's this old grizzled guy, and they used to always go to the brothel because the Reno, Nevada is itself legal, right? And they're like prolific out there.
Yeah.
So he's like, look, Andrew, I know you're being weird about the guys inviting you to the brothel, but he's like, it's a part of Americana that you don't want to miss. And when he put it like that, I was like, yeah, you don't really see this anywhere else. So I'm going to go. So I go,
That's
right?
valid.
And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to see what's going on. Basically, it's a set of trailer houses. It's like, it used to be trailer houses. They made them into brick buildings. You go in and there's like prostitutes everywhere, but they look like strippers. If you've ever been to a strip club, you're going to say it. It looks like a strip club inside, and they're playing pornography of all the girls on the TVs. It's insane. It's like a la carte menu type thing. And so I go in, and the guys were all sitting around the table, and they actually were partaking, which is nuts. But I mean, you know, when in Rome or whatever, I guess. And I go down, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to eat. And then I'm gonna dip. I've seen what I need to see. It's pretty cool. Like, this is a thing. I don't know if it should be a thing, but it's interesting. We're like, all right, if you want to order some food, just press the button, and then, you know, you can do what you need to do. We'll be here. You can get the fuck out. We know you're young. So I press the button, and then a fucking alarm goes off. Woo, woo, woo. And all the girls leave the guys that they're sitting with. They line up in front of me, and they get naked. And then the lady who owns the spot was like, all right, pick one. I was like, I just wanted some wings. And for real, I said, I just wanted some wings. And she goes, no, honey, you press the, what do they call it? The button. It was like oh my God. It was like this is like dealer's choice or some shit like that. But it was the button that told everybody in that room that you're about to fuck a prostitute. That's what that was. And I was like, no, I just want wings. And so the poor guy,
I thought I was pressing the wings, but where are the wings? No, I thought I just wanted to place an order. This is not how this is done.
Oh, dude.
It's not Sonic.
I got called so gay after that. I really did. Andrew, that's the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. And the poor girls, they all look so disappointed. They like put their clothes back on. I guess this 22-year-old kid doesn't want to buy me. You know what I mean? And so
it's so weird.
It's a real thing. And so after that, one of them was like, hey, sweetie, sorry about that. That was super awkward, I'm sure. Do you want a tour? But I didn't know a tour is a way to, like, you know, get you trapped.
Of
right?
course.
Yeah, dude. So
you naive little boy.
I'm from Banks, Texas, dog. It's 2,000 people. I didn't see anything outside of this. Tulsa, Oklahoma was the biggest city I'd been to, and that's 20,000 people, or like 60,000 people, I think. Check me on that. It's maybe 100,000. It's not big. Tulsa's not big. So she gives me a tour, and she's like, this is where I'm getting to the CEO thing. She's like, this is the astronaut room. We're like, there's like a fucking planet you can fuck on. And like, it was crazy. There's like,
it's like a planetarium.
Yeah.
Stars. You're like looking at the constellations.
Let's go fuck on Jupiter. And then then there was like the naval or the Navy room or whatever. And it was like, like sailor shit. And like you could fuck on an anchor or something like that. And then it was the red room.
Yeah.
In the red room, hey guys, the red room was, I'm just talking about prostitutes. It's a long story. The red room was there's a giant cage and like a stack of diapers. And I was like, what is this? And she was like, well, this is the red room, and this is where our CEOs and our old rich white guys like to get dominated. And I said, remind you, at this point in time, I lost my virginity, and I'd only been with one person. So I was like, what is the, like, who does that? And she was like, CEOs and all that shit. And she said, honestly, nobody else does this but CEOs.
It's people in power.
Yes. They love that shit.
Well, it's because they're constantly, all day long, they're in charge.
Yeah.
They're in power. And so now they have this moment of being not in control, not in power.
That's some freaky shit, dude.
And it's their fetish.
Anyways, so I
It's crazy.
It was crazy. But then afterwards, I'm walking out, and she was like, all right, so that was a tour. I was like, thank you so much. She's like, so do you want like a...
You want that? Are you an astronaut tonight? Or are you a CEO?
She's like, so did you see anything that you liked? I was like, no.
You want to go on the Navy shit?
Like, I just want some wings, dog. I got the fuck out of there.
I just want some buffalo
but she was so
wings,
sweet. I think her name was Heather. Yeah, but poor
Bless
thing.
you, Heather.
Yeah, bless Heather. But yeah, dude, it's a real thing.
I think it should be legal.
I honestly
think you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not hurting nobody.
I think it is a terrible business.
Oh yeah,
it's a terrible business.
Of course.
If I was like, you know what, legalize it, I'd feel pretty torn.
But it's
going
gonna
to
happen no matter what. That's the same like drug argument, right? I think the decriminalization of drugs overall is probably a net positive.
I'm with you 100%. But we legalize like OnlyFans and shit like that, and it is becoming a fucking problem. Guys
if you allow
are addicted to this shit.
If you allow it,
bro,
like
it ruins
people,
relationships and whatnot.
it's crazy. Have you okay, hold on.
Yes.
Have you ever went through the process? Do you know what the process is to even make an account for OnlyFans?
Out of curiosity, I went to one and I was like, how far can I go without making an account?
Oh yeah, you can't.
Because I didn't.
Not very far.
No, and I was like, all right. But I can't believe people pay for that shit.
I made an account once.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I immediately.
Do you get like a little avatar? Looks like you?
I went into the channel, looked, and I was like, bro, this is so disappointing.
This is fugly, bitch.
This is so disappointing,
This is
dude.
ridiculous.
I was so disappointed.
Work out, lady. Come on.
Yeah, I was so
Take care of
disappointed.
yourself.
I was so disappointed. And this particular channel probably had like 80,000 subscribers.
Oh no!
Making money.
Dude, there's a gymnast at LSU. She's the first.
Yeah.
You saw that, dog? And her just like free. It's all just like.
Olivia?
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't remember her last name, but I know
Something like that, right?
she's banging.
Well, all her shit is just.
Talking about him?
Yeah,
Her OnlyFans is free. We already saw a dick, dude. It's all right. It's not nearly as.
We didn't see a dick, dude. We saw a hog, bro.
Dude, we saw crank, bro. That shit had a mortgage.
It was almost touching the ground, dude. Like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, she's
Yes.
banging.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not.
that's
It's not
crazy,
Livy
bro.
Dune. It's the other
Damn,
one.
I'm sorry.
Oh, was it
Why how'd you type in Olivia and get Livy Dune?
Type in.
Wait, I think her name is Olivia
LSU
Dune.
OnlyFans gymnast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her, bro. What
No. Livy
think she
Dune's
just
dating like a legit ball player. LSU.
does that have to mean with her OnlyFans, bro?
Because she makes enough money without it.
Livy Dune is an LSU gymnast.
Yes, look at LSU gymnast OnlyFans. I promise. Promise.
Let's see. It's one word.
Okay, Abigail Lutz.
Advertise yourself as Livy Dune's twin.
Becoming one of the top adult
This
contents.
is so bad.
Yes, makes history with signing with D1 College for Gymnastics. Creator Abigail Lutz. And her profile, actually, yeah, that's her.
Well,
Yeah, so LSU is like,
first off,
you know what, honey?
that's creative as fuck.
Yeah, that's really good editing.
That's really good.
Yeah. So LSU was like, yes, we will help you get a brand as long as you sign with us and use this as NIL dollars. Name, image, and likeness. So college football's been going through this. And it's bled into gymnastics and swimming and stuff to where name, image, and likeness used to be illegal to make money off of, at least according to the NCAA.
Yeah.
And now it's at a point to where you can make as much money as you want off of ads, commercials, all that shit. And that includes OnlyFans.
How do you feel about it?
I support it. I think athletes should make money.
I largely support it as well because
Yeah.
your career could end at any time.
Yes, and that's not fair.
Colleges make
Bank. Billions. They fucking tick.
for one. College stadiums are bigger than NFL stadiums.
112,000 people College Station.
They make way more money.
Yes.
They make way more money. Like I largely agree with athletes getting paid, but again, nothing is without its downsides.
Yes.
And that is
She's getting paid, dog.
that is. Do I think OnlyFans should be illegal? No. Do I think there should be more of a conversation of whether or not it's healthy for you?
I think it's better than the alternative, which is porn created by folks who don't want to be in that situation, which is a lot of porn.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I also think there is a lot of short-mindedness in it, and you're doing something at 18 that when you're
so fucking
36, who knows how you feel about it?
I heard
Or
this
who
stat.
knows how you're going to feel
Tell
about
me if it's
it.
wrong.
I have no
Mia
idea.
Khalifa
Yeah.
only did like 1 or 2 videos.
Like 4 or 5, I think.
And to this day, she's the porn girl.
Yeah.
If you do 4 or 5
they get
of anything.
so many views.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you do 4 or 5 of anything in this world, you're not that.
Yeah.
You can't claim that. I went to 4 or 5 jiu-jitsu classes. I'm a jiu-jitsu player.
You know she's back?
In what?
I think she does OnlyFans now.
Oh,
I think
my
she's made a
God.
full circle.
She had
went
this
through
whole thing where she was like, "Don't bully
I'm
me."
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she's
This is
made,
gonna
I'm
piss
pretty
me
sure
off
she- I'm
because
pretty
I
sure
was
she made a full circle.
pro
Yeah.
Mia being
Yeah.
different.
And then she
Oh,
talked about how she only made 10 grand her entire porn career, even though it got like 40 million bajillion views. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she's gone full
well, then
circle.
you know, she's making money. I guess if you can't shed
I don't know, dude.
if you can't shed the I'm a porn star thing, you might as well lean into it.
I'm not a girl. It's not my decision, right? But at the same time,
She does have an OnlyFans and it's $12 a month.
That's affordable.
is she back?
Netflix subscription.
Is she back to posting nudies?
I don't know.
Does it say? Like, does it talk about her content? in the
Babe, check out her
description?
nudes.
It says new tape only if you have money, so.
See?
See, straight
See,
up.
she's back to it.
Yeah,
She's back to it. And so it's like,
I was feeling bad for her, but no.
but for a while she was like, took the high, you know, she was talking about,
I can't get a real
now
job.
she's back to it. And then there's going to be people who are like, well, that's because she can't get a real job. Well, that's because she got fucking dick down in front of millions and bajillions of people. Like, that is, like, we talk.
$6.5 million a month.
Yeah. What's the math on how many people
Wait,
that is?
say that one more time.
Says she's in the top earners of OnlyFans and she's making $6.5 million per month.
Yeah. I'm showing my titties too.
6
Like,
point.
you know, I mean, but again, though, I'm not
But it says that she does not post explicit material.
anymore. Well, good for her, dude. Hopefully, you know, hopefully she's.
Dude, she
But see,
has
that would piss me off more if I signed
500,000
up.
subscribers.
Bro, if I signed up for your OnlyFans and you're just in a bikini the whole time, I'm be pissed.
I look good in a bikini.
But
dog.
people
I
do
think
it
you'd be
though.
happy about it.
But people do it.
Yeah, people do
She's
do it.
sixth highest earner.
Yeah, because isn't the girl who's number 1 Sophie Rain? Dude, she looks 12. It's disgusting. Have you seen her?
No.
Number one is Black China.
Oh, that's the big lady.
She's number 1 now. Pull up a Sophie Rain.
What a
She
year
made
for
like
big women.
Sophie Rain. Oh, she is. Oh, I think that's a food cry. That's about that time.
She's already dead.
Oh, did she?
She's just
Shit,
died.
that's about that time. All right.
All right.
But yeah, she looks 12. She made $48 million.
This girl's OnlyFans.
Yeah, she made $48
She
million.
looks like a Disney star.
$48 million.
Oh my god.
48 million, bro.
Wow, that's nuts.
She was born in 2004.
Ah, don't say that shit. Man.
Yeah. Oof. God damn it. That's the second time. This is the second time this episode.
Oh god.
Yeah. So she's made. We don't need to. She.
I
Already,
love how your
it already
girlfriend
creeps
went
me out,
further
bro.
into
I
the
know.
image.
It already creeps me out because she looks 12.
Taylor's hilarious.
I know.
Look at the way that
I
photo.
know, dude.
She looks like a child. Yeah.
It's. Yeah, dude. It's
It's wild. I think it's whenever things are taboo that people are into it, and not much is taboo these days. You know what I mean? So now it's like little fucking. She looks 12. You
I don't know if it's a net positive or a net negative. I don't know. Because people are still being sex trafficked. That's kind of like, that's always been like the argument, right?
Yeah.
You legalize prostitution so that people don't get sex trafficked no more. But we have technically legalized
porn.
We've legalized it. People are making an absurd amount of money off of it.
Yeah.
But people are still being trafficked every day.
Yeah.
And probably in higher numbers than before. And so it's like,
Oh, and I'm sure it's also, if you're not a top earner, you're making scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're not making, it's only the top.
you're being sold a pipe dream. Just like any sales gig.
Oh, God,
just like any fucking sales gig,
and
right?
if you're hot and you don't have parents who love you and like you don't ever get this guidance, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be making $700 and the world will forever have a picture of your vagina.
This is the worst scenario possible.
You made $700 in the year, not per month.
Yeah.
The whole year.
And everybody's seen that shit.
And then now your self-confidence is done.
Good luck getting a job. Good luck getting a husband. Like all that, or a wife, whatever. But like, good luck.
And you made $700 in a year.
Because you're being sold a pipe dream.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's all.
It's crazy. There's pros and cons to everything, right? It's the same thing. Like, what has happened in California and Colorado with the decriminalization of marijuana? How they made it a misdemeanor to grow it illegally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now the cartels are just taking up parts of the forest and they just do these major grow ops because if they get caught, it's a misdemeanor. And so you're creating these weird dichotomies. Everything has a pro and everything has a con. There is nothing that happens in politics that benefits everyone. It benefits someone and someone else gets fucked. Obamacare gave affordable health care to people, but it fucked small businesses. And they couldn't afford health care for their employees, so they made everybody go part-time. And so there's a select population that was benefited, and then there's another population that was absolutely shafted. And that's politics to a T. Nothing helps everyone, blanket statement. There's nothing. Nothing is an absolute.
Yeah, that's why, back to my original point, it's best just to care about the ones around you, lift people up, focus on what you can focus on, because if we start thinking about all the shit that we can't fix, it's
gonna ruin
paralyze
you. Yeah.
You're not going to do shit. Then you're no good to anybody.
Nothing. Brother. So much fun.
Wasn't
We're
it?
going to do this like 1,000 times.
I'm down, dog. I mean, we have a good mixed bag. We can talk about heavy shit. We can talk about fun shit.
Yeah, this took a turn. That edible took a turn. I thought we were going to talk about gay people being aggressive again.
Damn, bro. There was like a master's degree in that edible, dude. It just made me think about... It just made me want to think about all the worst shit possible.
Dude, that's the best ad for Euphoria of all time. Gave you a master's degree in that edible, dude. That's good.
It's in there.
Oh, dude.
Imagine a master's degree in that edible. I swear, dude. Because all I want to think about is how I can fix shit. But we ain't fixing nothing. But my point being is we can talk about fun stuff. We can talk about heavy stuff. But ultimately, what I like about this, Jordan, is that we get to hang out. Because you are so kind to. You know what, dog? Fuck Taylor. Show me that trans dick again, dog. Do something useful, all right? I need to leave. What is it? Is anyone else feeling aroused? What does that teacher say about the anybody else feeling euphoric?
Yeah, the Euphoria boner.
No, but man, because you and Taylor both of you are so incredibly helpful with the stuff that I do. You always preach on people being like, if they're going for something, you want people to know about it. It means a lot. It means a lot. Just you and her helping with the show was amazing. And it's deeply appreciated. So
of course, brother.
I'm glad
anyone who's trying to do something, it doesn't matter fucking what it is, dude. As long as you're trying to do something, that should be supported.
Yeah.
All these NPCs, that should be
tourists.
Like those are not the people we should be supporting. Like, well, there goes the third clip. But
we can't support these N-words. What did you say? You motherfucker,
dude. That's funny.
I don't agree with
dude.
Jordan.
I have
I
have videos that like I don't know that I could get away with, but I want to send them to you because you could post them and get away with it, dude. They were just I went through a spree. I'll
tag you in every single one.
Bro, I went through a spree.
Jordan told me this.
I went through a spree that.
Jordan sent me
I would
this.
sit in the car and Taylor would be next to me and I would just pop the camera out randomly and just be like, what'd you say about the Jews? I just have videos on videos. Like, I was like, what'd you say about black people, Taylor? And she would just be like, Jordan, shut the fuck up.
I think that's a love language, dog, is fucking with your girl in public. I do that all the time. Like a group of them will be walking by.
Them.
Yeah,
Which
choose,
one?
bro. So, Marissa, did you just say hook nose guap? What the fuck was that? This is the healthy foods aisle at HEB, Marissa. You can't be saying hook nose. This is the evil woman. Get out of there. I'm trying to buy granola. You racist. And it's
So
funny because she
funny,
cares
man.
so much. She cares so much about people not feeling offended.
I know.
I just gotta.
That's why it's funny.
Oh, dude. The amount of times that our two wiener dogs have said the N-word is insane. Like, I get onto them all the time. And somehow, well, one of them's black.
Bro, the amount of shit I talk through Arya is fucking dude. Now we do it with the baby, dude. Like when Taylor and I want to shit on each other, we talk through the baby, bro. Like Logan said it. What do you mean?
Whoa, Logan! What? Genocide is not funny.
Oh, Dad doesn't want to change your diaper.
Dad's a queer. Yeah, we do it to the like.
Yeah, bro, we do.
Okay, I will say this. The dogs. Okay, there's no N-word thrown around, but there's the implication. There's the implication that our black dog says it all the time, and it is just. Dude, it is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Arya talks so much shit, dude. She talks so
What's
much
her
shit.
thing?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She has that black
She's
uncle
bigoted.
voice.
What?
Yeah.
Ours sound like Keebler elves.
No, dude. I don't know if I can do it on cue. It's just something, dude.
Why not?
I don't know where this voice comes from.
No, come on, I want to hear it.
I don't know if I can.
Jordan, this is your podcast.
I don't know if I can. I got to hear it from you first.
This is your podcast.
On
You
cue,
should do
go.
it. No, come on, let me hear that.
Dude, I'd
she
be
sounds
like,
like Aunt
I
Jemima.
just
Fuck,
give me something to say. And
What is something that you tell him all the time? That you,
Dad, hurry up with the fucking food.
is that how it is?
No, it's not it, dude. I can't do it on cue. This is
Because
why.
you're nervous.
This is why.
It's because you're nervous.
This is
Just
why.
channel that hate.
This is why I'm fun. I'm like improvisational funny, but I'm not funny.
It doesn't have to be funny, Jordan. It's just a
No,
voice.
but I'm trying. I get no, but I can't.
Dad, change my diaper. Daddy gonna change my diaper right now, motherfucker.
No, it's not like that. No. It's
Is
like
it her with the voice?
No, dude. It's like Arya. No. It's like the black. It's like the black uncle at the cookout. It's always just.
I think mine was
have you
pretty
ever
good
seen?
swing.
Have you ever seen like any of the Tyler Perry movies?
Yes, I love Tyler Perry movies. Yeah.
You know the uncle.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. That's Arya.
Arya's a girl though, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
God.
Well, you know.
Yeah,
It's 2025. Who am I to tell her who she can be?
Yeah,
if she wants to be a black uncle at a cookout, fucking let her be, dude. What's your problem?
I know, man. Who am I to judge? We have
look at
a
her.
family pug that comes to the house, and she sounds like she's dying. You imagine a pug sounds like? They sound like
We have
that.
pugs.
have pugs?
Not we, but my parents.
Mommy, take me out.
We've had pugs. Yeah, we've had pugs for
that's how they
we've
sound.
had pugs for a long time. One of them, the
always
one
look
that's
like that.
alive right now is 15, 14.
Yo!
Bro, they just fucking live, dude. Small dogs are crazy.
Does that dog want to die, bro?
Probably.
yes.
Please fucking kill me.
Please, I can't fucking breathe. I haven't been able to breathe for 14 years.
Oh my god! Yeah, I am pretty sure they had a good run.
Dude, imagine.
Imagine being 102 years old. No.
Not even that, dude. Imagine just being a dog and being born a pug. And then you see these German shepherds and you're like, you fucking son of a
I'd rather be born Filipino.
fucking son of a bitches, dude. You fucking bitches, dude. Why are they so tall and long and gorgeous?
Also, the fact that we breed them is
It's crazy.
terrible.
It's so crazy.
Why
What
do
we
we
do
do
to
that?
bulldogs is wild.
Ugh.
They're gross.
Yeah, poor things. They're slopping everywhere. I love all
We
dogs.
make retarded dogs.
We do.
Yeah, we just
do. I
breed
don't
them
know.
incest.
Because it's cute, but then all of a sudden they got heart problems, they got liver problems, they got cancer, they got bad hips. Dude, one of my dachshunds has IVDD, which is like a dachshund thing, where their discs are really fragile.
Yeah, okay.
I think I've spent like $5,000 on getting that dog fixed. That's fucking
They're
nuts.
making so much money. Why do you think they partner with Pedigree? They know goddamn well Pedigree is not the fucking what to feed your dog.
Oh yeah, what's the other one? Royal Canine. And shit
Yeah,
like that.
they
No,
know,
you should be
they
feeding them
know.
fresh food.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nobody says that because it doesn't
I
make
do.
money. The folks who sell the shit don't say
Oh
that.
yeah, of course not.
The ones you go to fix your dog.
Of course not. It's like Inframil. First ingredient.
All right, we're back where we started. Inframil is the fucking devil.
Full circle.
I walked in this house and you were so hard up for Inframil.
Fucking fructose corn syrup, first ingredient.
But Taylor thinks that they get a lot more servings out of it, so
Hey.
good and bad.
The containers are bigger, so you get more servings out of it than
They're slightly bigger.
I don't know,
think they're that
dude.
much bigger, but not
Considering
$40 difference bigger.
considering
dude.
she
Not-
birthed
not-
the
not
baby.
100
I'm
Did she?
I'm a virtue signal.
Did she though? There's no proof.
Jordan,
There's
she
no video.
Gave birth. She's
There's no
carried
proof.
that child for 9 months.
No. There's no proof. All there is we went in with no baby and we came out with no baby.
I could AI.
But there was only
generate
3 of
everything.
us.
You watched me take a shit. Okay? I gave birth to this goddamn baby.
Oh shit! Damn, dude, that's tough.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
If only we would have ended like 5 minutes ago, bro. That shit wouldn't have been. That wouldn't have happened.
Taylor's been the star of the show. Taylor's showing us dicks.
know,
She's
dude.
talking about shit. And she's showing us porn stars. Taylor's the star of the show.
Dude, and she's had this fucking bar on the screen for the last
I
like
am
30 minutes,
holding
dude.
your child who will not let me put her down right now, or she
See,
will
Doug?
start screaming, so I
See?
don't want to fucking hear it.
Dude, it's just so easy to just
See, and this is why we need to pursue the things we love, so that we don't, fall into mediocrity.
Exactly. That should scare everybody.
Yeah. But you guys got a good thing going on, and thank you for having some time.
She's so cute.
She is.
She's so cute. The baby. What are you doing over there? Oh, look at the baby. Oh my God. The baby front row and center. Oh my God.
Daddy, change my diaper.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Change my diaper.
Hey, Dad. Wrap this shit up, dude. Wrap this shit the fuck up. Wrap it up.
She sounds like Pulp Fiction.
Wrap it the fuck up.
All right. We'll listen.
That is the voice we use for Logan.
Oh yeah.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, motherfucker.
Wrap it up, motherfucker. Yeah, and then Arya's pretty much the same voice, but it's not quite that like distinct. It's
love that
it's
you're a
much more
connoisseur.
subtle. It's much more subtle.
You're a
bro,
connoisseur of black voices. I love it.
I love
So
black
good.
people.
No, I do too, but their
Yeah.
voices are hard to nail sometimes.
I mean,
That's why I stick to Asians.
damn,
So easy to impersonate.
so easy.
Oh! Oh! That's all you gotta do, man.
Donna.
Oh yeah, Donna does it too. Donna. Yeah.
She's Asian, so she's allowed to.
I mean, if you look at like
allowed to,
if you look at like the history of where Mexicans came from, we like came from Asia.
you're practically Asian.
I'm practically Asian, Taylor.
Yeah.
So I can say it.
You're just Asian. You're just Asians with bigger eyes, bro.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Fifth clip.
Nah, dude, fucking share it. If my mom was able to laugh at me joking about deporting my dad, I have no more fear.
That's good.
I have
That's
no more
good
fear.
for you.
That was my only fear, was
It's
that my
supposed
parents
to.
were not going to like it.
It's
Oh,
supposed
they
to.
loved it. My mom was like, because she's super devout Christian, which I love. But she was like, I was so worried that you were just going to be dirty. She said, but you only had one joke about sucking dick, and son, I'm proud of you. Just one.
Hell yeah.
Just one. But no, dude, she laughed.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because you're funny.
I appreciate that, man.
You had a great set.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's good.
I didn't record any of it, but I appreciate
Do
it.
better.
Yeah, yeah, that I need to do better. No,
Do
I
better.
was running the show. I had all these things.
Go on,
running.
kill Tony.
Well, you're the okay. Yeah, you've told me this a
gonna
lot.
keep telling you
And
that.
a lot, yeah,
Over.
I keep.
And over.
I keep getting-
You can do a fucking minute.
I can do a
And
minute.
then not only can Andrew do a minute, but what you would do in the interview would be unbelievable. You would set that motherfucker on
You guys are
fire, bro.
How come every time I come here, you guys are, oh, Andrew, so you just get me too
Bro.
hyped. I go home to my
Because
girl,
you
and she's
would
like, why are you so
ne-
confident?
Who the fuck was hyping you?
What are these white people telling you? They can just come in here and do whatever you want.
She
no.
fucking just stabs you. And
Yeah, dude, she's from
brings you
Corpus.
back. Yeah, she
She's
brings
from
you back
Corpus
to
Christi.
reality.
She would
dude.
fucking stab me in a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
she brings you
dog.
back to reality, bro.
Absolutely.
She just fucking just.
She does it all the time.
Slight shank.
Dude, I'll give her an idea for a joke and she'll be like, not funny. Do better. She'll say that. She'll say, do better.
I love that.
Just like you, dog.
Good.
But that's what we
Do better, bro.
Real quick before we leave, would
Okay.
you agree that behind a great man, most usually, is a great woman?
Yeah, because behind most bitch men is a terrible woman.
Yes. I would
Yeah,
agree. I
it
would
goes
agree.
both ways.
A friend of mine, you and him are very similar.
They can ruin you just as much as they can make you.
his argument was that great men are just great men throughout. I honestly think it takes
a support system.
It takes a support system.
Of course.
Because if not, you're fucking.
There's so many different factors that could lead you down a different path so quickly.
Let me shout out Marissa. She cooks, meal preps. She cleans the house because she works from home. She makes sure that I get to my show. She makes sure to take care of the dogs. She will listen to my jokes and tell me what's good or not.
So you're a womanizer.
No, dude. I've got one, and she's fantastic. What I'm getting at is that I can do all these things that are fun and exciting.
Oh, so you think she belongs in the kitchen?
Dude, if she was anywhere else, I'd slap her. Honestly, I would fucking so.
That is why you would kill the interview portion.
Dude.
All you have to do, brother, Marissa, we'll get back to
how great you are.
Yeah, we'll get back to how great you are in just a second, all right? Back to your boyfriend, all right? And send him home cocky as hell.
Yes.
Look, all you would have to do is get up there and just have the most average minute of all time. Just make it through the fucking minute.
Yeah.
Get to the interview part and your life would change. I know that without a doubt, dude, because
appreciate that.
It like the minute would no longer matter. The minute almost never even matters anyways, unless you come out there like Dedrick and fucking light the place on fire with the minute and then light the place on fire with the fucking interview.
I need to watch that whole thing. I didn't catch it all.
Oh my God, dude, it's so goddamn good.
I only caught the minute.
He comes out and just...
I love the minute.
Oh my...
What you know about playing Sonic and then you can't finish the final level because the TV gets repoed because your friend's mom stopped fucking the guy from Rent Center? What you know about that? Dude, I know that bit line for line because it's so fucking good. I watched that bit a million times.
Yes. I just did it the other day in the car, verbatim.
Dude,
and I was
his
like,
whole
I don't
thing
know
about
how.
Febreze, like having all the Febreze plugins, and his uncle's mad because his bill's like $1,000. His electricity bill's like $1,000. It's oh my god. But you listen to him talk.
Good,
he doesn't sound like that, man.
No, he talks about dragons. Have you
like,
heard him on the podcast? Have you heard him on the podcast
Yeah,
talking about the
dude.
dragon, dude? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a normal guy.
He's fucking funny.
But he has
He's
this
so
energy
goddamn
when he
funny,
comes
bro.
out on stage.
And you have that.
I would agree. I agree that I have that.
Would rush.
Hey,
dude,
cut
everything.
to me being on stage and bombing. I'm like,
But that wouldn't even, dude, it wouldn't even matter. You would come out and have the worst minute of all time, but then you would kill the interview part so much because you're exactly what he's looking for. He would be roasting you and you would fucking roll with it. He would make an ice joke and you'd be like, God damn right, my dad is over there. Like you would look in the camera and you would own that shit and you would fucking murder it, dude.
oh, you guys gas me up way
You
too
would
much.
murder it. Well, really, I just want you to go on so you get a bigger audience. So when you come on 86 times, I get a bigger audience.
You get a bigger audience. That's what I'm talking about.
It's really selfish.
Yeah, no, honestly, dude, it's a blessing to have a friends that supportive. So I appreciate it. But yeah, that's the goal. We'll grow together.
Of
And then
course.
this
That's the whole
photography
point.
thing and this studio thing's gonna take off.
It just keeps going.
Ernest shouted out Taylor.
He did. It was dope. So did
Donna
Lee.
shouted out.
Yeah, it was
dope.
cool.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah, she felt good about it.
Yeah,
She liked it.
Mikey and Roger.
Mikey hasn't. He hasn't
Mikey's
accepted
not on
nothing.
social media, and
Yeah, I was about
then-
to say. Okay.
And then Roderick is I don't know where the fuck he is. I messaged him 2 days ago. He just got me back about where I need to send my showcase videos. But yeah, I don't know. But I am gonna make another post Monday. Tag you in it because you took the photos. Give you all the credits. I'm gonna shout out you for the podcast shit. Yeah, we play.
I'll take a photo.
Yeah, and everybody's gonna get some love because that's what my goal was with the show, was to have a good show. Everybody grows from it. Everybody gets some love, and that there's a good time.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it's exactly
First
what
one,
happened,
dude.
bro.
First one ever.
It's fucking happened. You did it.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Now go sign up.
I will sign up. I will sign up.
I know you
I
will. You're
sign
just
up.
getting to that point. I know it's.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
Yeah, but we have to
What
push
Jesus.
ourselves to do what scares us the most. Otherwise, we're going to be in this ethos where, we're important to each other and in this very tight-knit community. But if we want to grow to a, somewhat of a whatever manageable level or even past that, it takes us to
agree.
continue to.
I would agree. You're preaching to the choir, dog. I look for the scary shit and I try to do it. The only thing with Kill Tony, honestly, and this is kind of a cop-out, I don't always have the time to spend 5 to 11 p.m. on a Monday. You know what I mean?
Cop out. Excuses. Excuses.
No, I think...
You see 39. You didn't watch the interview part of Dedrick, huh? He signed up 39 weeks in a row.
Let me put it this way. I didn't have the material yet for it. Now I do. So now I'm confident that I could go out.
39. Dude, your jiu-jitsu,
I will do the jiu-jitsu
what
joke.
minute would you do?
The jiu-jitsu joke, I've trimmed it down towards a minute.
Yeah.
Or I would, the only thing about doing
The jiu-jitsu
Asian
one is like, go ahead.
you know, the Asian one is a lot of fun. Where I go, you know what I mean? I do that bit. That's a lot of fun. But the one that I have down pat to where I know it hits every time, no matter where I go, is joking about my dad getting deported. And that's probably the one that
I think that would have to be it.
Yeah.
Because right now it's so fucking relevant. You can't do that joke in 6 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to, but you know.
Tony always says, write what you know, and you know your dad.
Yeah.
It is true, dude. The best comedians are honest.
Yeah.
They talk about things that they actually went through.
I did, for some reason, as a kid, have a really deep fear of my dad. Even though he was a citizen, but he's from Mexico, right? I had this fear, dude, that he was going to leave.
Go get cigarettes and not come back. But it's not because of his choice he got picked up, man. Like, fuck, dude. He just
Man. I joke. Blacks and Mexicans both have absentee fathers. One just didn't make the choice to do so. You know what I mean? But it was a real fear. And out of that fear, that came that joke. Because I really was scared.
Yeah.
I really was scared.
That's why the joke hits every time.
Yeah, it's true. And it's also a big fear of mine is that I'm
you're being
never going
honest.
to do enough to make him feel like I'm a man. And that's the whole premise, is that he's obviously the character is like, you know, I come to this country and this kid comes and plays Xbox and eats candies and they'll stand up to 10 people for free because he wants to do a fundraiser. Like that's all true. It's all insecurity right there, is that my dad, because he's such a fucking man, dude. He's a man. Guy does shit on his own. Remodeled our house by himself. Took him a year.
It's gangster.
Gangster. And made a life. Love that man so much. I look up to him. And the biggest fear I have is that I'll never do enough to make him feel proud. And that's where that bit comes from. Yeah, it's true, dog. It's true. It's true. I think every man goes through something like that.
Sure.
But it's the truth behind the bit, is that I really do feel like, damn, I'm a fucking comedian. And my dad, what did he do all the extemporaneous shit for? But anyways, I will sign up. And
I know you will.
We will see about getting on there. But I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Get on there.
We will get on there.
And
we will have
he signed
fun.
up 39 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's mental illness, dude.
39 weeks in a row. And the night that he got drawn, he almost went to the bar with his friends. He posted the text thread.
Yeah, I saw that.
He almost went out that night.
I saw that.
And he said that he said it on that podcast. He said one of his friends was like, no. You're gonna get drawn tonight. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. I feel it. You're gonna get picked tonight. He's like, shut up.
Yeah, and he also said the whole staff was like looking at him like, dude, it's you.
Yeah.
Because they knew him.
People know him. He's been doing comedy for 12 fucking years.
He's a fucking firecracker.
Dude, he fucking out of every single set, he murdered it. Like, he set that whole place on goddamn fire. Like, Ari Matty, when he came out, he murdered that place. Cam Patterson's murdered that place. But, dude, there was something. He came out with 39 weeks of energy.
Yes, he did.
39 weeks of energy. And he never stopped.
Yeah.
He never stopped. He just kept that energy the entire fucking time. And now he's a full-time regular.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful.
I don't know what that pays, but it pays more than what it did.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Shit.
It's a beautiful story.
It's so great.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
When I see that shit happen.
No, you keep doing
There's
this.
been a few times on Kill Tony where I've like caught a tear.
Yeah, man.
People's stories, dude. They're fucking like...
They're struggling.
Martin Phillips. Mm-hmm. Or the girl in the wheelchair.
Collie. Lena Collie.
Or the guy that can't talk.
Yeah.
Talks, oh my, like...
Yeah. You are gay.
It shows you...
Queer.
It shows you
Yeah.
that no matter what, if you don't give up, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's what I want to hear out of your mouth, Jordan.
Your path might be harder.
Positive.
Might be harder than somebody else's. Your path might be fucking daunting. But if you continue to go through that path, it always pays off. Always. It does not matter. Do not succumb to that fucking victim mentality. Oh, it's because I'm this. Oh, it's because I'm that. There's a guy who can't fucking talk who now makes fucking a cush living doing comedy. And the motherfucker can't talk. He types and he only has one working hand. And he types everything through his phone and plays it through a speaker that's pointed at the microphone. And he's fucking funny.
It's magic.
No matter what, dude, just keep going. Doesn't matter how easy or how hard it is. Stop making excuses and just fucking do the goddamn
I
thing.
love that. Clip that.
Boom!
That was motivational.
Ah.
And I think that's a great way to end it. That was
Do it.
phenomenal, man.
Brother, we'll do this 1,000 more times. Dude.
I would love
I don't
to.
care if you're the
Yeah.
only person.
No, dude, let's do it again.
The only person on the podcast. It's like if like a year
it
from
is
now,
so
no
nice.
one else wants to do it no more. Be like, hey, fuck
Dude,
it.
and I would.
I'll sit down with you
100%. If this
every
doesn't go
goddamn
anywhere,
week,
dog.
bro.
No, because you get energy out of this. This feels
It's
fucking
fun,
great,
bro.
doesn't it?
It's fun.
I'm gonna go do some crazy shit tonight now.
Do it. Just a bunch of blow off a fucking stripper's butt.
I'm
You're gonna go back to that.
I'm gonna go over the crank. I'm gonna go find a crank.
Dude, could you? That's one long line. You might die.
Yeah, probably. Man, I should have never seen that, Taylor.
God damn, dude, I can't unsee it. She's fuck.
Oh man.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.